We need your IP address.
Okay, idiots, I can hear you now.
Hola.
Watch me, Narrow Raven, T-Dreads, and Philip Rave finally solve Sister Location.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie, I've just
already
stopped doing
solved
it
it.
just for streams. It's just like,
Idiots.
alright, idiots, they can hear you now.
You should do it like a YouTube video, like, hey guys, welcome to new stream. Today we solved the Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location with like a bunch of pop sound effects and brain rot.
So, deducer.
And there's like a reaction gif of a guy falling down the stairs for everything you say. That's crazy. What? Nobody in chat knows who I'm impersonating because they don't watch Smash Bros. Content.
Me neither. Me neither.
Oh my lord. Okay, so Philip Rave actually did grab absolutely everything possible.
Yep.
Also,
Time to
hi
go.
chat, how's everyone doing? Yeah, I have a VTuber model now. I got it for my
Access
birthday from my
denied?
friend.
Speak.
It's so cute, and whenever I'm too tired to deal with people, I can just close my eyes and just pretend to be asleep.
I know what else I'll do. I'll post it in the news channel on my Discord server. Go watch me, Narrow, TD, and File live.
Literally.
What do we?
I'm honestly excited for the stream though, because we have a bunch of idiots for this one.
Geniuses.
Yeah, you forgot how to say the word genius, right? Rookie mistake.
Oh yeah, also TD. So how'd you feel about Wizard Circle still using the scrap trap impression you did?
Oh my god, that was crazy, bro. I was literally I was doing it because I wanted him to like know which line I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
He betrayed me.
Yeah, no, that's a very Wizard thing to do.
Easier than I thought it would be.
What the fuck is this image? Why is there a nightmare withered Freddy? I'm so confused. What does that have to do with Sister Location canceled due to leaks?
What?
Here, let me put this on mute and then listen to it. Me when I have stream delay.
True.
But it's cool.
I don't
What?
think that's an official model.
Oh god. Oh no, God,
That is definitely
I was
not a fit. That
adjusting
looks like
my
that
face.
looks like the fucking that's like the plush that they made.
True.
No,
True.
that looks like the
That
nightmare
works so
plush that they
well.
made.
You know
Funko
what?
Pop.
I'm just gonna switch over seats so that people can see what we're talking about. So yeah, this is FNAF Sister Location canceled due to leaks, and it's a nightmare withered Freddy.
I don't know what that has anything to do with that.
I don't know either, but it does, I guess.
That's cursed.
Also, I have
Maybe.
way too much stuff open right now. I need to close some things.
We're doing night by night.
Yeah, so here I can go through what we're gonna do. May as well, because we start in like 2 minutes officially.
Actually, do we want to do teasers first? I
Yo,
don't know.
Nero got a new skin. Yes, my friend made this for me for my birthday. It's so sick. Yeah, we're gonna do the trailer and we're going through all the teasers. Then we're gonna do we can go through like the nights if there's anything, but I'm thinking we do the hand unit dialogues, then the nights of like what happens in them, Circus Baby Enter dialogue, Funtime Freddy dialogue, Ballora dialogue, Biddy Bab dialogue, Immortal and the Restless, Breaker Room map, and then all the Easter eggs.
Perfect.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Everything.
Don't be scared.
It all went
I'm
horribly
here with
wrong.
You. And I'm
Everything
your
can go
best
horribly
friend.
wrong.
I'm your bestest friend, Raven. Don't be scared. Everything is okay. Back to your
And
stage.
yeah, so
bitch.
everything's gonna, you know what? I don't remember how to do it, but every image is going to be inverted through this on Google Docs because I have it on dark mode because I'm a sensitive light boy.
I'm still here.
Sensitive.
And yeah, Phil LeBrave on his own time put this together. So thank you, Phil.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Ew.
way too cursed, but I'm excited for it. Also, yeah, I mean, we're 10 minutes in. Do we want to get into watching the trailer and mark down anything that seems to be important, but probably isn't because it's a trailer?
True.
You know what I should do? Since I look right a lot, I should put y'all to my right. Yeah.
Looking right because you let me down. Looking left because you're not right for me. Looking up because you looking down because my pocket's up. Aha!
What were you even saying? Hey, what do you mean you wish adult theory was true, Zach?
Wait, what?
True. True. So true.
Hi,
Explain
Foxy.
yourself.
Explain yourself.
1578.
Okay.
That's the year I was born.
So usually what we do is that we just watch the trailer over one time and then we just like slowly go through it the second. For the good old viewers.
Okay, Narrow Sigma. I will pull it up on my second monitor.
You have one of those? Are you sure your computer's not gonna blow up this time?
If I leave the call, you'll know. Sister Location. Sister Location.
Sistering the location.
Ooh.
He just wants a fun time Freddy fun. Should we get a fun time T-Dreads design?
Yes.
How does that even? I'm a candle. How does that even? That doesn't make sense.
like the flame is pink, the candle's like white, and it has like the pink cheeks.
Fun time T-Dreads. Fun time T-Dreads.
True.
Fun time T-Dreads.
Fun time T-Dreads will be real. He'll be real in 30 seconds.
Weren't we supposed to get like 2 trailers from Sister Location? Yeah, because it calls it
Yes.
Sister Location Trailer 1.
Yes, actually it was supposed to be the monologue of Afton and the guy at the beginning of the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm glad he kept that as the beginning of the game because that's how, like,
Yeah.
whoa, you know?
Yeah.
That guy
Also,
definitely cares about his
know
children.
When y'all are ready as well, by the way.
Yeah.
I am so ready.
Shizu.
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Fear.
Panic.
Panique.
It's so
Dread.
loud.
Oh, it's me!
It's Dread! It's TD!
It's him! It's him!
Terror. You think this is Mike protagonist evidence?
I think this is just what the fear rooms do. This is what the experiments are designing with both.
Oh my god, look, it's the marionette in the cheek!
It's so much more shiny.
Deep below ground.
Where
Where
memory
memory
sleeps. MCI, Shatter Breath. Sorry.
God, they looked so good. Anger is
Anger is
restless.
restless.
Vengeful spirit.
That's great. And secrets of the mimic don't keep.
Don't hold it against us.
We never found out why they say that.
It's MCI.
It's the Billy Bat.
My father sells me out for monetary gain. Cares about me.
Don't say it like that.
You don't
That's, you know what I meant.
Yeah, that's everything. Honestly, I do want to say it is interesting how, like, it does mention memories, but, like, at the time wouldn't be anything but a detail to probably note.
Dumb little thing out there. It specifically has Dread after FNAF 3, and you know, Dreadbear is essentially a Fredbear play on Springtrap. Isn't that funny?
I think we
What a
could
silly
do,
little-
like, the words to games. We could probably write that down.
True, actually.
What do you mean, like, in terms of, like, which
Yeah, like,
words
it's
are linked to which
FNAF 1,
games?
then it's Fear, and then FNAF 2, and it's Panic. So, like, it would be like
Hmm. 'Cause,
FNAF 1 gameplay. 'Cause, like, 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 FNAF 1 word
They really did
description
put it
is
on the
fear.
fucking nose that this entire like experiment was based on fear.
It's literally the first word you see. Whoever made the experiments wanted to see what effect fear had on the kids or something.
Yeah, it
phobia.
does really do like fear, dread, panic. Like these are all things that
T-dreads,
would
yeah.
be
Traditionally
T-dreads.
agonizing
yeah.
feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we
And
have
as I said,
dread.
it may or may not be evidence of Mike being in all of those locations before.
And terror.
What is this? Some kind of didophobia?
This is some kind of didophobia. Otherwise, I don't really think there's much else that we could really mark here besides just like the game and then the description for the game. So fear, panic, dread, T-dreads, and terror.
Did you also mark
I'm gonna
down
sneeze now.
the don't hold it against us, you don't know what we've been through, things like
Yeah,
that?
You
so,
don't know how many times we've been in the experiment rooms.
Full times, and you don't know what we've been through is said at the end of the trailer.
Where everyone still thinks his TD reads.
True. Fun fact.
Technically, T doesn't ring.
Fun fact.
I'm illiterate.
This trailer, the name of the track is The Raid.
Like
You
the
know what?
raid that he did on the original Freddys Location to gather the metal for the full Molten MCI.
The most recent fucking comment on the video is, so when are they gonna make another video?
The one I saw was Scott hasn't posted in 3 years. Time to motivate him with a controlled shock.
Come on, Scott.
I think now we just go into the T. So we have the Sister Location one, which is baby in the background, and then it says there was never just one. Which is, yeah.
It's referring to multiple locations. There was never just one location, the
Yeah.
sister location.
Or it's referring that there's two sister locations.
Cringe.
Well, but what I mean is that there's the sister
To
location.
be fair, there is
Yeah,
multiple
Fredbear.
sister locations, because, like, you know, Freddy's opened around the country.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so scary, dude. I don't want that. I just got jump scared
It's
by
not
the
it's not
withered
T-
nightmare Freddy
TRD
again.
ads. Alright, time for les teasers.
Yeah, and then teaser
Oui,
2.
oui.
So the next one, yeah, is the Circus Baby one, which I
Yes.
can't. All my colors are inverted, so you know what? I'm just gonna pull it up.
Why don't you just go on the FNAF lore website?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Which is a direct reference to the ending of the FNAF World Halloween update.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her name is
The
Baby.
show will
and I
begin
can't
momentarily.
stop her.
Yeah.
Everyone, please hit the gritty. That's it, right,
Everyone,
bud?
please hit the gritty.
Least brain rotted T-Dread stream.
This is why I want you on all my streams, because you just know how to be funny better than me.
It's very good
I
that
just say random shit.
Scott decided to retire before we ever had to get one of Freddy Fazcat.
Pretty fast.
True.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice there were balloons there. Daddy,
Yeah,
she
there's
can
balloons.
make balloons, brother.
Holy shit.
Yeah, there's balloons back there.
Have you fucking seen her make balloons, bruv?
And then yeah, there's good old Ennard, which there's a piece of me in everybody, obviously foreshadowing.
Battermeth.
Oh, actually, what's the background that he's in? It looks like the breaker room, almost.
He also has balloons back there, but they're faded balloons. And yes, you can see what appears to be pipes. Like
It looks like the
breaker room.
breaker room,
True.
which he
actually.
never
Well,
appears in.
In 30 seconds when my stream catches up, I'll take a gander.
You know, you could just pull it up
Alright, here it
yourself on your
comes.
second monitor, TD, right?
Okay, I pull up.
So
What is
yeah.
that? It's like a line. There's a line bisecting him. Why is he being bisected? Is he coming to Smash Bros? Shung, shung. Ennard.
TD streams are the best streams, except now you're on my channel, so.
Okay, hold on. I gotta go back. What is that? Is that the actual map behind him, or is it just like lip pipes?
Le pipes.
All right,
Just lip pipes.
Lip pipes. Okay. Interesting. Okay, yeah, that is the breaker room then. Cool.
Yeah, so Ennard is within the breaker room in this teaser. Because he doesn't appear in the breaker room, does he?
No.
Yeah, so that is.
Yeah, I remember when this
point
first came out, when the game first came out, people were like,
It's the puppet. It's the puppet.
well, no, they were
Puppet's
like,
everybody.
no, I'm saying when the game came out, they're like, there's a piece of me in everybody. Actually, it's the other way around. Everybody has a piece of him. But if you look at it under the lens of like, that's Elizabeth speaking, then it makes sense.
Oh, hey, I completely forgot about this. The Bitty Bab teasers. If you brighten up, you can see Circus Baby in the background.
Yeah, I never
the
noticed
shitty
that
babs.
until now, which is pretty
Also,
cool.
there's 7 Bitty Babs, 14 theory.
Yes.
I don't see Circus Baby. Are you a liar?
Brighten
I see
the
your
image.
eyes.
you gotta
Your big
brighten up.
eyes. Yeah, her big old eyes.
Yeah, you can see her
I
eyes in
think
the
the person
background.
saying "Don't hold it against us" isn't the Bitty Babs. It is Elizabeth in the background.
Ooh.
Yes.
What the fuck are the point of the Bitty Babs? Who's renting those out? Fucking no one. What
The
is
Bitty
that?
Babs
Why?
are just like the mini arenas. They're kind of just AI that's trying to fuck with you.
They're Afton's version of the Lonely Freddy's, supposed to talk to kids.
So
Oh, don't you
are
remember?
they-
It's supposed to be
what color are
little
they?
versions of the Elizabeth robot. It was
no,
William's
Circus
attempt
Baby's
at
eyes
making
are
a
green.
human,
Well, I mean, he actually is making human robots because the funny muscular system. But go ahead.
Yeah.
which is why they have a British accent, because it was the first set of his fake kids.
But he is making human robots, though. So I mean, somehow.
Of course.
Okay, now we get
They
into
have, like,
the
funny nervous
goofy
system.
control panel.
Which
Yeah.
I didn't know, brightened up. That has the,
The
mini
mini
arenas
arena.
and Belora's stage.
Yes.
Yep.
Get back on your stage now.
So yeah,
Yushi and I, your stage now.
when brightened, you can see Belora's stage and 4 mini arenas.
Epic.
That
And
means
then just
Narrow Raven isn't engagement farming. So if you guys just turn to the stream, go ahead and press the like button to help us out in the algorithm. And that way, it'll be literally freaking Sigma. Thanks.
thank you, TD.
No worries. You'll never make it in this business.
I'm trying, TD. I'm not good at streams.
that means the only characters who don't get teasers is Funtime Freddy and Funtime Foxy, which is very disappointing.
Well,
Interesting. Almost like they relate to
Freddy-
additions, literally.
Funtime Freddy is in the demo, technically.
Okay, does anyone have any way where we can just copy and paste the whole entire canceled due to leaks text in any way?
Someone's gotta have it soon.
I'm sure someone's written it down.
I have it in my document I sent you.
Oh, you have the whole thing to where we copy and paste it? Oh, goated. Oh, Phil, I love you.
I love me too.
Yeah, paste that, and then I'll go on a quick rant after we read it.
Okay, for some reason it's not letting me copy the first line for whatever reason, but whatever.
Okay, FNAFarchive.org is fucking with me right now because it's referring to this as image number 85.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
It's
I was like,
making me
what?
really
I
like,
saw that,
wait a minute.
Wait a minute. No,
Wait a
no.
minute. Go ahead. Someone
85.
read through it, and then I'm gonna get fucking pissed.
They're just named Project on Scott Games.
Good.
Are you gonna read the fucking?
Yes,
The
I'm
thing?
trying to figure out how to fix this weird white box that there is.
Good question.
You know what? I have an idea. Let me just copy, paste
Actually,
it into here.
I'll let us break down the lore of it first, and then I'll get mad.
There we go. Problem
Ooh.
fixed.
Screw the lore.
Hooray!
The lore.
I love lore. I love juicy lore.
Yeah.
Yeah, people actually liked when I asked them to. That's right.
If they didn't, we were kind of gonna hunt down their families, but
Another day, another victory for the OGs. Chat, press 14 if you love T-Dread's brain rot.
Ooh, actually,
I'm not seeing any 14s. What a shame.
Oh, yeah, we gotta wait 30 seconds.
Yeah, right. We gotta wait 30 seconds to get there.
I like the theory in the chat. Actually,
Which theory? My chat isn't loading because I have the funny PC. Circus Baby's building was sold. What if Junior's is actually Circus Baby's Pizza World, but now a bar? Yeah, I mean, I guess. You know what? I actually made the stupid connection during my stream with Cryonite because there's a large group of cars surrounding that building at night. I was like, whoa!
We got 14. We got 14.
14.
They enjoyed the brain rot.
14.
You fools. This was all a plan to make you farm engagement. You fell for it!
I had a very silly idea last night where I was like, event repair is intended to be canon. Could it not suggest that William never left the property during Follow Me and that he just went to the elevator in Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and went down to the Sea Bear bunker in Freddy's to throw the endoskeletons into the furnace and just came back up? Which means he never left the property. He just kept going back to the basement, jumping inside of the elevator and going down, and just kept delivering them into the furnace.
It was like a fucking mobile. Follow Me was a mobile game.
Follow Me was a mobile game. All right. So
not the
shall I get the reading?
dopamine loop.
I shall get the reading. In other news, the grand. You know what, TD? You have a really nice voice.
All right, leave this image on screen.
Yes.
All right, should I do it normal or should I do it as like a newscast announcer?
Do it as like a newscast announcer.
Because I am trained for that.
Yeah. Yes.
Took
do
classes
that.
for it. All right. All right, here we go. Oh wait, this shit is fucking small as fuck on my screen. Jesus. Okay, hold on. Let me angle gotta angle my monitor
Hold on,
towards me
in.
for maximum.
I'm zooming in.
Yeah, zoom in a teensy bit.
There we go. All right, zoomed
I'll
in.
read it. All right.
Once it
I have to
catches
wait
up,
patiently
that
for it to happen on stream.
Yep. I forgot to
Alright, here we go.
change the stream delay. My bad.
That's fine. It's fine. All right, here we go. All right. All right, that's good. Okay. In other news, the grand opening of Circus Baby's Pizza World has apparently been canceled due to reported gas leaks in the building. Sources close to the establishment question the report, saying that strange activity around the area at night. Fuck, wrote the same thing twice. Anyway.
Sorry, I'm trying.
One local is quoted as saying, "Everything just stopped. There was so much excitement built around this place opening, and then they just stopped talking about it. There was only a handful of people that ever got a look at the inside, kids here and there, making sure everything worked right, you know. I guess they weren't quite as ready as they thought they were. A tenant from across the street claims to have witnessed a large group of cars surrounding the building at night, taking pieces of equipment out under tarps. A few weeks later, the building was for sale, and there is no comment yet from the local entrepreneur who financed the venture."
There's actually a lot of important stuff here.
Yeah.
True.
Circus Baby's Pizza World was for sale immediately after closure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Almost like bro was ready for this.
So it doesn't really work with it being Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rentals is actually beneath Circus Baby's Pizza World because he abandoned that location.
Yeah, he sold the property.
Sold that shit.
Yeah, it was instantly for sale. There's strange activity happening during the night too.
Well, I'm sure that's them removing the
also-
animatronics that have the bodies in them.
Yeah, fair.
This does not seem to be a Fazbear Entertainment owned venture since it specifically says that this
them to the
venture was financed by an entrepreneur, that being Afton,
Yeah,
instead of being owned by the company.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is not a Fazbear Entertainment owned location.
That's by design.
and
Watch my theory on Sister Location, because it's correct.
Weirdly,
Yeah.
it seems like William isn't really publicly known.
Yeah. William Afton
Because
is
he's
not,
not named.
publicly
He's not named.
known.
That's weird though, because it is the board member that
That mentions
the
it
board
by
member
name.
does refer to him as Mr. Afton.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
But it could be that
appears to be when he tries to reopen the location for Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rentals, which is when he actually tries to get it through with a board, a team to watch over the location, instead of just his own private venture.
that doesn't. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. I feel like after the MCI, he shouldn't be going around as Mr. Afton doing like huge corporate ventures, considering he's on the run in '87 onward, and he has to break in to do the follow me. He has to break in to do the, or he has to go under a guise to do the
Yeah, I think that is
DCI question mark.
or-
Yeah, I'm so certain that Circus Babies, the animatronics at least, are created before the MCI.
No, I'm saying Pizza World is before the MCI. I'm saying that Rentals isn't opened until after the MCI because the whole
Yeah, but I feel like after the
massive success
MCI, he wouldn't be
and
going by Mr. Afton.
unfortunate closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. There was a new stage set for Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rentals.
Wait, but they were a much more underground operation, quite literally, which makes sense for Entertainment and Rentals to come after the MCI, but the Pizza World to
Also,
come before. Because
there's,
Afton doesn't have to be a jovial restaurant manager anymore. It's an underground like sales service, basically. So that's a much easier way to avoid.
Same thing, TD. We're saying the same thing.
No, but I'm saying he wouldn't be. The animatronics already exist. They wouldn't be like, there were certain design choices made for these robots that you made 4 years ago that we don't understand.
Yeah, because
also the
previously
stuff
they were
where-
his own private stuff. He didn't have to answer to a board when he made those animatronics.
And also, if he already was suspected of killing kids, there's no way they'd just be like, huh, giant metal claw. Interesting. It has to be before he's suspected of anything.
But yeah, in the source code of that teaser, there's actually something in it. You can show Nero.
What?
So what you're saying, TD, is actually that this is referring to Circus Baby's Pizza World that we see in the opening, and that was William trying to get Fazbear
Oh, yeah.
Entertainment to run with Circus Baby's Pizza World, but since they wouldn't do it, he had to fund it himself.
No, there's this thing. I could be. There's also this thing called the FDA. Believe it or not, you can't just like open anything and have anything in it. There are checks and balances in the United States. I couldn't just open a restaurant, poop all over the floor, and have it run perfectly. Someone has to approve those things. That they're called the government. There is a government board of regulations for such things.
Mr. Afton, why? What's going on here? The government's really interested in these robot designs.
People really be like, Afton shouldn't have to answer to anyone. What is he, Jesus?
What is he, Jesus? Also, yeah, I just got to the source
There's
code
Afton,
bit.
and then there's the U.S. government.
Yeah, so the source code, it says no comment 7 times in a row, and then says, if anything was too soon for such an ambitious
7.
adventure, there is still a bright future for Circus Baby, so be watching for her to appear at a neighborhood party near you.
Okay, can I go on my
yeah.
rant now?
Yes, you may go on your rant.
All right, Afton is the fucking dumbest motherfucker alive. What the fuck is this? We're covering up child kidnapping with a gas leak. Newsflash, asshole. Gas leaks don't cause children to disappear into thin air. If you're looking to perform a cover-up for a child going missing, you shouldn't say fucking gas leaks. Say, what the hell are we doing? Saying that the building could have caught fire is not going to stop parents from reporting a missing kid. Shit is actually stupid as hell.
Yeah, but it's his kid.
All right, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't fucking matter, dude. Why are we even covering? There's a gas leak. Oh, my daughter disappeared. Why gas? Why would you do this to my daughter? Police, please don't be suspicious of me. There was gas involved. Surely the gas kidnapped her.
Welcome to the
Fucking
first
stupid
It's so
character.
good.
All right, I'm done.
It was the gas. It was the gas. That's what happened to Elizabeth.
My point is, why, if it's his daughter, why even do a cover up in the first place? And if you are gonna do a cover up, why fucking gas?
Well, it could be that when Circus Baby captured, maybe there was some ventilation problem and she suffocated, so that way he would just be able to tell the coroner, oh, it was a gas leak. That was the issue. She died because of a gas leak. She didn't suffocate because the animatronics are built to capture children. she just
that's a better idea.
suffocated because the gas.
Or because like William Afton's fucking stupid and he forgot to like poke holes in Circus Baby so the kids in there could breathe. He's like, oh man, dang it.
That was a design that came later. He was like,
Yeah,
the fan wasn't on. God dang it.
Shit.
The wretched
No, a kid spilled a little bit of their soda on the fan and it stopped working. Damn it, now my daughter's dead.
So the ice cream shouldn't come out of the same thing that the ventilation's a part of. Otherwise, the ice cream will clog the vent.
That's interesting. If like he opened up Circus Baby and saw that his daughter suffocated, so then he just kind of threw her on the floor and was like, "No, she inhaled too much gas."
Whoopsie.
Whoopsie. Could be. There you go.
Right.
All right.
Let's
Well, there.
get to
I'll give. That's fine. They if that is true, they should convey it in the story then, which Scott never conveys anything in the story because he's a bum. But
I think we should get into
right
good
around
old
there.
hand
all
unit
right, we can move on
dialogue.
now. I just wanted to be like,
All right, so I'll send the video link to y'all so you can pull it up as well, and you can follow along. I have it on 1.25 speed because I respect my life.
welcome back to another night of gooning.
Hold on.
All right, there you go.
The IRS, the ATF.
Hand unit, all voice lines.
It's in 360p,
They should put
sadly.
some. I want to hear Hand Unit sing a song or something. I want him to get real up in his emotions. All right, let me know when we are starting the funny
Yeah,
Hand
let me
Unit
know when
dialogue.
everyone's ready.
I am.
I am ready.
All right, we're all ready? All right, 3, 2,
Yep.
1, go.
Welcome to the first day of your exciting new career. Whether you were approached at a job fair, read our ad and screws, bolts, and hairpins, or if this is the result of a dare, we welcome you. I will be your personal guide to help you get started. I'm a Model 5 of the Handyman
Let's stop
Robotics
after every
Unit Repair
screen.
System, but you can
After
call
every
me
like
Hand
screen
Unit.
dialogue.
Your new career promises challenge,
Well, after he
intrigue,
says
and
opportunities.
endless janitorial opportunities. Please enter your name as seen above the keypad. This cannot be changed later, so please be careful. It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad.
Okay,
I
so
see what-
the funny thing is the fucking if this is the result of a dare, which depending on how you view it, it is. It's William being like, "Fuck you, Michael."
I was gonna say, is like the logbook supposed to be hinting that Michael just casually saw Circus Babies inside of a catalog of the fucking screw hair and pins? Just like, okay, I guess I'll go work there. That looks like a fun place to work.
Okay, he is a Model 5, so this thing has been around for a while.
Yeah, so I
Obviously, it's modeled off of. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
we should write down that he is Model 5 of like the hand units.
Yeah.
True.
He's also based off of fucking Ron's voice from The Secret of the Mimic. So
Ron?
That's a lot of people think it's Ron from Tales.
Okay.
yeah, well it is because that's who voices him in the trailer. Lamau.
Is there anything else
Anyway.
that we should flat out kind of point
Hand
out?
Unit, your new career promises. Oh, it is his first day.
That is
We're
pretty
trying to
important.
and I
We
will
need to
autocorrect it
establish
for
that
you.
he has not
One
worked at this
Welcome,
location
ex-candidate.
previously.
You can now open the type later, so please be careful. Opportunities.
Okay,
Unlike the Bonnie Bully ? Jeremy ? Because it's like, welcome back to another exciting day of dying.
Wide guard.
Hudson is the fence with right guard. Yeah. Michael
what
Erasure.
it's Handyman's Robotics and Unit Repair System.
Yeah, he's a Model 5.
Because this
He's
is a
Proto Helby. He's Proto Helby.
Hand Unit is way better than that mofo.
Okay,
Slam.
so I
I
think
think
that's the only
Mike
thing.
still has hand unit
Please
during
enter your name
FNAF
as
6.
seen above the keypad. This cannot be changed later, so
Exo
please be careful.
us?
It
Can you
seems that
imagine
had
he's
some trouble with the
watching
keypad.
those
I see what you are trying
advertisement
to
like
type, and I will
segments
autocorrect it for you.
after
One
the
moment.
nights
Welcome,
on the
ex-candidate.
hand unit?
You can now open the elevator using that bright red,
Red.
and
And
Today
orange
is a
is
new
fun.
day.
Let's
Let's
get
get
to
to
work.
work. Allow me to.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
you
at
Are
the
ready
allow
to
me.
resume?
I'm at the allow me to fill this some with brightening silence. Frightening silence, I should say. Stupid me.
Okay, hold on.
That's where I'm at.
Okay. Ready? Hold on. Do the 3, 2, 1 countdown.
3, 2, 1, go.
To fill this somewhat frightening silence with some lighthearted banter. Due to the massive success, and even more so the unfortunate closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, it was clear that the stage was set, no pun intended, for another contender in children's entertainment. Unlike most entertainment venues, our robotic entertainers are rented out for private parties during the day, and it's your job to get the robots back in proper working order before the following morning.
Pause. So yeah,
Working
Freddy
properly.
Fazbear's is closed by the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Yeah. I still think he's referring to the rental service here and not Pizza World.
He is.
Because he
And it's
follows it
also
up by
important
saying,
to establish that this is fairly clearly the MCI location, since the FNAF 1 location was not very successful.
not a massive success, yeah.
Yeah.
The only one that was a massive success was the 85.
Which I think makes complete sense. Circus Baby Pizza World occurs, then you have the MCI, Freddy's closes, Afton needs another way to get kids to throw inside of his
Yeah.
bunkers and kill, and so he opens up entertainment and rentals.
True, true. This guy's actually kind of smart, guys. I think we should all be his best friend.
Yeah, the unfortunate closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
But that doesn't. I don't think this should mean that Sister Location is before 2.
No. Something important that I've thought about this is this, to me, at the very least, kind of proves that it has to take place. Circus Baby's Pizza World has to have opened before the missing children's incident, only because it doesn't mention this being the result of Circus Baby's Pizza World closing. It specifically says the entertainment venue was released because of the closure of Freddy's, which suggests there was no in-between where there was a period of time where they had Pizza World, then it closed, then they tried to do the rental service. It just says that after Freddy's closed is when they tried to get the rental service up and going, which implies Pizza World has to have happened before the closure of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and by association has to have occurred before the MCI. Elizabeth dies before the MCI.
All right,
Yeah.
I agree. I'm also going to say it. Here it comes. I'm going to say it,
Oh,
chat.
no.
Prepare to be angry.
Oh no.
I believe that the Michael gameplay in Sister Location happens right before Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
Somewhere around there.
Wait, say that one more time.
I think the Michael gameplay happens right before FNAF 3. I think the Michael gameplay happens and then it goes straight to FNAF 3.
Well, he wouldn't be a young adult then.
Why do we think he's a young adult?
Well, wasn't his voice lines like 30 to 40? I can't remember.
No.
Why do we think he's a young adult in the Sister Location gameplay?
Because of voices.com.
I thought it said 30 to 40.
I don't think so.
Hold on.
I do not
Michael Afton voice direction. I don't know where to find this information.
Hold on.
I know it's out there somewhere. I think Bonk Boy has it in his video.
Ooh. Hold on. I actually think I made a post about that once on Twitter. Because I know that rock. Talk to me about it. Hold on, let me check.
Oh, there's so much lore
Because
in Sister Location.
narratively having the speech, I'm going to come find you, and then having Springtrap step out of frights, I feel like that's like, this is the result of him saying that. You know, otherwise it would be I'm going to come find you, and it would be like a foot stepping up to FNAF 2 or something, you know. But no, it's Fazbear Fright.
I mean, it was teasing FNAF 6. So why
That's how I interpret it. I think it's roughly around the same time, but
it could be either. Depending on if you think Mike is the Fright Guard or not, it's either. It's either he goes right to 6 after that, or he goes right to 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I do think Mike is the Fright Guard because of the funny logbook, so ha 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 hee hee ho ho.
Hold on.
Or do we continue?
Yeah.
All right. 3.
Okay, but just
2,
know that I'm
1,
always
go.
right, guys. Okay, continue.
You are now in the primary control module. It's actually a crawl space between the two front showrooms. Now, let's get started with your daily tasks. View the window to your
Night
left.
one's always
This
the
is the Ballora
longest.
Gallery party room and dance studio, encouraging kids to get fit and enjoy pizza. Let's turn on the light and see if Ballora is on stage. Press the blue button on the elevated keypads to your left. Uh-oh, it looks like Ballora doesn't feel like dancing. Let's give her some motivation. Press the red button now to administer a controlled shock.
We
Maybe
need to
that
do
will put
this
the
to
spring
Cry
back
Night so
in
he
her step.
uploads more.
Let's check the light again. Excellent. Ballora is feeling like her
Control
old
shock.
self again and will be ready to perform again tomorrow. Now view the window to your right.
All right,
This is
pause.
the Funtime Auditorium.
Paused.
That's so weird that they fucking use like dog training basically to get them to behave. They hit
Yeah.
him
I
with
think, I think this was slowly introducing the concept of plasma being used to manipulate the soul. That it's allowing for the AI to take control over top of the soul's possession. It's sort of like a miniature fire, which is specifically why he knows fire will cause it to completely go out.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard that it's my only issue with that theory is that the AI seems to fucking hate William as much as the kids do. So I don't know. I don't know if neutralizing like Elizabeth's soul would make it actually. That's why I think it's got something to do with the way the robots are programmed themselves. I think they can feel pain. I think the
Yeah.
robots themselves can feel pain because neutralizing the child's soul shouldn't make the animatronics docile because the animatronics in Sister Location are not loyal to William. The AI is not. Elizabeth is, but the AI is not. That's why I think it's probably something in the robots themselves has been programmed to have a nervous system, like the feel.
Going back over this, I really do think we'd have to look towards the other stuff, specifically the schedule for all of the characters. It specifically mentions characters being booked, available, and private, which to me interprets that booked most likely would represent, hey, they're being sent out to another location. They're being
Yeah.
rented by another service. Available means that they can be rented out, and I would assume private means that you are coming down to the Sea Bear bunker to have your party. Hence why they have these, this is the Ballora Gallery where you get fit and have fun with Ballora at her stage, because you can both rent them out as well as come to the Sea Bear bunker itself to have your parties.
Yeah.
That seems to be the
Like,
implication.
I imagine like a fucking school field trip would go to the bunker, you know, like a bunch of kids would go down there, like a class full of kids. They'd be like, "Yay, we're inside this room."
And then where'd
Worst
Jeremy
school
go?
field trip. Worst school field trip ever.
Alright, I think we may continue.
All right,
For
3,
Funtime
2, 1.
Foxy
3, 2, 1, go.
go.
encourages kids to play and share. Try the light. Let's see what
Try
Funtime
the
Foxy
light.
is up to. Looks like Funtime Foxy is taking the day off. Let's motivate Funtime Foxy with a controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. Looks like Funtime Foxy is in
Share.
perfect
That's a
working
weird
order.
detail.
Great job. In front of you is another vent shaft. Crawl through it to reach the circus gallery control module. On the other side of the glass.
Why is he
Circus
say?
Baby's
Why is he
auditorium.
sharing?
Let's check the light. and
Ballora
see what
dancing
Baby is
makes
up to.
sense. Why the fuck
Looks
is
like a
Funtime
few of the
Foxy
lights
about
are out,
sharing?
but we can fix that later. Let's encourage Baby to cheer up with a controlled shock.
Weird.
Let's try another controlled shock.
He's a communist.
Great job, Circus Baby.
You know, I think we should pause. Do we know why the lights are out in Circus Baby's control module?
Because they're overused. Same reason why the electric shock doesn't work. Because you know, that is Elizabeth. That was his first, like, successful possession.
Yeah,
So
true.
William just
No,
overuses
he cares
that
about her, dude. He would never shock her. No, he cares. Don't freaking say that. You're mischaracterizing William Afton. He's a tragic hero. All right, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, so. Boom, there's that. Okay, I'm at 247 just to be safe.
Okay. Let me jump to 247. I'm here.
Yeah, we have it at 1.25 speed, right?
We do now.
Alright, let me know when y'all are ready.
All right, where are we at? Looks like Funtime Foxy. Which grid are we on?
I'm on 247. It says, great job, Circus Baby. We knew we could count on you, blah, blah, blah,
Great job, Brizzler babe. Okay, give me the countdown.
blah. 3, 2, 1, go.
We knew we could count on you. That concludes your duties for your first night on the job. We don't want you to leave overwhelmed, otherwise you might not come back. Please leave using the vent behind you, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Welcome back for another night of intellectual stimulation, pivotal career
Any other
choices,
thoughts
and
on that night?
self-reflection on
Boys.
past mistakes. We're committed to creating a unique and fulfilling
Thank you for
work experience.
50 viewers,
One part
guys.
of that commitment is ensuring that you don't get
You're
tired
pretty
of the voice
peak.
that you're hearing right now. Using the keypad
We
below,
doing a countdown?
please select a new companion
Yeah, I'm gonna
voice.
burp, though.
For male, press
Okay,
1.
go ahead, Raven.
For female, press 2. For text
Well, what am I
only,
continuing?
press
Count us
3.
in.
For other
Yeah, count us
options,
in.
press 4.
Wait, we pause somewhere? Where do we pause?
Oh, I paused on welcome back. I paused after night 1. Yeah, right before night 2.
What's your timing?
Yeah, what's your time?
3:01.
Tomorrow. Welcome back
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
for another night of intellectual stimulation, pivotal career choices, and self-reflection
Self-reflection
on
on
past
past
mistakes. We're committed to
mistakes.
creating a unique
Is that
and
something we should
fulfilling work
note or
experience.
no?
One part of that commitment is ensuring that you don't get tired of the voice that you're
Perhaps.
hearing right now. Using the keypad below, please select a new companion voice. For male,
Actually,
press
we
1.
probably
For
should,
female,
because
Alright,
it
yeah, pause.
kind of indicates that he could have gone there just for the same exact reason he went to Freddy's, where he knows his sister's there and he wants to go and save his sister. Past
Yeah.
mistakes.
Mm-hmm. A boy had a red snake that he kept in the metal cage.
Because I had a conversation with my friend earlier where I was like, you know, where the heck is Michael during the events of Circus Baby's Pizza World? He's just casually not there. And then my friend was like, think about it for a second. Do you think William would trust Michael to be watching over one of his siblings ever again after what happened
right?
with them? Be like, hey, do I want to leave him to watch over Elizabeth, or do I just leave him at home where he won't cause any problems?
Literally, though. Also, what time are we at?
I'm at 324.
I'm at 322, but that's fine.
New companion
Yep.
voice. For male, press 1. For
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
female, press 2.
Nice.
For text only, press 3. For other options, press 4. It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will autocorrect it for you. Thank you for choosing
Angsty.
Teen. There
That
seems
feels
to
like
have
a
been a
reference
problem
to
with the
Mike,
voice
though.
synthesizer. Default settings have been
People say that a
restored.
lot, yeah.
Please proceed through the vent ahead of you to Circus Baby's auditorium.
Maybe.
Circus
Oh.
Baby had a busy day today. Let's check the light and make
Oh,
sure she's in
he didn't
proper
include
working order. Oh, Circus
there's a
Baby,
dead
we
body
aren't
in
here
this
to play
vent
hide and
once.
seek. Let's encourage
which is
you to stop
Rory,
hiding
according
with
to
a controlled
season
shock.
31, probably.
Let's try another controlled
me.
shock.
According to me.
There seems to be a power malfunction that is
knew it.
affecting our ability to properly motivate Baby. Please stand
Okay, I
by
paused,
while
by
I
the way.
reboot the
Sorry.
system.
Wait,
I will be
pausing?
offline.
How far back?
I'm sorry. I'm at 351.
TD.
How'd you moan? Hey, yo, brother. Sister Location isn't canon.
Shut up, Xerox.
Hey, you would be surprised. People back in the day said all kinds of shit. It's insane.
All right, count us in.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna write down the angsty teen thing just because it feels like a
Okay. Thank you for choosing Rizzler.
Oh, I didn't know Mike was cultured like that.
All right,
Yeah,
3, 2,
now.
1, go.
Baby
Whatever.
had a busy day today. Let's check the light and make sure she's in proper working order. Oh, Circus Baby, we aren't here to play
Oh, you
hide
know
and seek.
why? 'Cause
Let's
that's not
encourage
hand
Baby
you,
to come
that's
out of
angsty
hiding with a
teen
controlled
voice.
shock. Let's try another controlled shock.
Yeah.
There seems to be a power
That's a lot of
malfunction
this
that is
dude has.
affecting our ability to properly motivate Baby. Please stand by while I reboot the system. I will be offline momentarily during this process. Various other systems may be offline as well, such as security doors, vent locks, and oxygen. Commencing system restart. Thank you for your patience. It seems that the power system cannot be restarted automatically. You will need to restart the power system manually. Please return to the primary control module. You will now be required to crawl through the Ballora gallery using the vent to your left to reach the breaker room. It is recommended that you stay low to the ground
Alright,
and
can we
reach the
pause
other
this?
side as fast
Oh,
as
yeah.
possible.
Pauses. Isn't it funny that he can't restart it?
Yeah, like
That's
on his
very
own.
weird because he says like I should be able to, but then Baby's like, no, he can't fucking do it. So I'm wondering if Baby has like, or like something, I don't know, if Baby has like master control, like she's like shut off the fucking oxygen through the field.
I
Like
was
maybe
gonna
she has
ask.
master control and she's manipulating us to go and do it. And so Hand Unit literally can't overpower the Circus Baby AI. It's the ghost in the machine. The ghost in the field. The field.
I was gonna say, well, I see mentioning door locks, and then I remembered the private room.
Yeah,
That's like the only door down here, isn't it? That's like the only door
It's
down
the
here.
only door lock system.
Chat, everyone say ghost in the
Oh
field.
god, there's so much I have to write. I don't wanna.
Which means we kind of got a
okay,
reference
guys.
to the private room this early in the game. That's insane.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I'm just putting the doc over here for now while I write this down.
Guys, actually DM'd Bonk Boy, and there was no voices.com for Michael. He was contacted privately.
So the 30 to 40 or 20 to
There's
30
no
or
way.
whatever the hell it was doesn't
There's no
exist.
public page. No,
It doesn't exist. We were lied to. This is just some mass hysteria. That's insane.
Yeah, the only young adult thing I could find was for Enery. Yeah.
Auditory disturbance. What do the blueprints say?
Who?
Blor's blueprint. Does it say she's responsible to audio in particular, or is that Funtime Foxy?
Good question.
Because that could be a reference.
What
Audio activation sensor. Yep, audio active. She's activated by audio. So hand unit knows that audio is what activates Ballora. That's just a cool. I don't think that's lore. That's just a cool like little callback to the blueprints.
Oxygen. Commencing system restart.
All right, what time are we at?
I'm at 5:03.
Thank you for your patience. Annually, power each the other as to not create an auditory disturbance.
Okay.
Deactivating. It seems you are taking a long time. Please proceed as quickly and as quietly
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
as possible. You may now interface with the breaker control box. Using the interface may disrupt nearby electronics. If you feel you are in danger, feel free to disconnect the
fuck?
interface temporarily
Why?
until it is safe to reconnect. Great job. This completes your tasks for the night. Please
That's fucking
proceed
weird.
back through the Ballora Gallery with care, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Welcome back to another pivotal night of your thriving new career, where
Alright,
you get to
night
really
3.
ask yourself,
I
what am I doing
pause.
with my life?
Why the fuck would using the breaker room map disrupt electronics?
Well, you are slowly
You're resetting
replenishing power.
No, you're like diverting power.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like if you had like 50% like generator power, it would still mess with like how much light
Yeah.
you get or stuff like that. So
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm at 5:27.
I'm at 5:35.
Okay, I'll just go there.
TD, I can tell you don't have it on 1.25 speed. Put it on 1.25 speed.
Oh, I don't have it on 1.25 speed because I'm not a big old stupid head like you. Okay. All right, I'll do the countdown now, loser.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Friends say, and most importantly,
Michael
we'll never
has a
find
family?
out again. We understand the stresses of a new
Yeah,
job.
it's his
and we're
sister,
here for
his
you.
brother.
To help you reach a more stable and relaxing frame of mind, we offer several musical selections to help make this elevator ride as relaxing and therapeutic as possible. We offer contemporary jazz, classical, rainforest ambiance, as well as a wide selection of other choices. Using the keypad below, please type the first few letters
No,
of the musical
5 Nights at
selection you would
Mac
prefer.
tonight
It
is
seems
not
you had some
canon.
trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will autocorrect it for you. Thank you for selecting
Casual bongo.
Casual Bongos. Now that your elevator experience has been customized to your needs and you're thoroughly relaxed, it's worth mentioning that due to your lackluster performance yesterday, your pay has been decreased by a substantial amount. Please enjoy the rest of your descent. Due to unforeseen malfunctions from today's shows, your nightly duties will require you to perform maintenance that you may or may not be skilled enough to.
Unforeseen malfunctions from today's shows.
Yeah, so
So they're bugging. They're bugging for reasons unknown.
Isn't this the night where we fix Funtime Freddy?
Yes.
Yes.
Funtime Freddy, the one with the giant chest cavity?
disc, illusion disc.
Ooh,
Kidnap children?
the child is hidden.
But there's a child inside of Funtime Freddy while we're working on him.
that would just
But
be
did he
dark.
get scooped?
I
Did he
would
get scooped or
assume
no?
he gets
That
sent
day.
to the
Do we,
scooper.
or do we
on
send?
night
Do we,
five.
so we do send to the scooper.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah, so
because
what I think
Laura
the
gets
scooper does,
scooped on
I
night
think-
4. So yeah, there's no reason for us not to assume that Funtime Freddy's sent
Yeah.
to the scooper
Well, that's what I
that
mean.
day.
I'm sure he probably kidnapped a kid, and here's what I think. I think obviously this is not a hot take. The scooper is a scooper. It literally the baby and Funtime Freddy hide a kid in their stomach, and then the
Yeah.
scooper scoops it out so fast that the employees don't notice what's happening. And then it melts that child down with metal goopiness
To the
into
reservoir.
fucking remnants, and then disperses it
the
back.
remnant.
And
So
evidence for this, and no one's ever called this out because I'm a genius, I'm really smart. The scooper always hits twice. First, it takes out the kid, then it disperses remnant. Look at the Ballora scene when we get to it. The scooper hits twice.
Yeah, it does hit twice.
Yeah,
Or actually, it hits
that's
3
because
times.
one of them is. Okay, well, same thing. Who cares? You suck. One of them's to take the kid out, and the other ones are to inject it with remnant into the field.
Come on, TD, you gotta get your numbers right. You're in the presence of 14.
Okay, but that still is proof. Like the first one is to take the child out, and the other ones are
Yeah.
for remnantisms.
Yeah, because
I meant-
there are
So,
automated systems.
so night 3 is the
Yeah.
night where we said Funtime Freddy off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Funtime Freddy is sent to Scooper room this night. All right. All right. I'm at 637.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
To perform. It became necessary for technicians to attempt to disconnect Funtime Freddy's power module. However, they were unsuccessful. Allowing them to try again would be an inefficient path forward, as we would need
'Cause
to
they're
allow
dead.
6 to 8 weeks for recovery and physical therapy.
Damn.
You will need to reach the parts and service room on the other side of Funtime Auditorium to perform the procedure yourself.
That's funny.
Let's check on Ballora first and make sure she's on her stage. Great. It looks like everything is as it should be in Ballora Gallery. Let's
Alright,
check
pause,
on Funtime
pause.
Foxy.
Pause.
So hand unit is wrong here.
Yeah.
He's incorrect because the Ballora. This is the part where she's like pressed up against the window.
That or is the
So-
part where her parts are just like dismantled. Actually, no, I think that's a different night. I forget.
Night
but-
4 is when she gets scooped.
Yeah, and then like one of the times when
Yeah.
you like shine the light on, like the mini arenas are holding her parts.
True.
Yeah, that must be this night then, because night 5 is when they're. Night 5 is when the technicians are hanged. So it must be this night that her parts are all skibbidied.
Yep.
Yeah, weird. Okay. Unforeseen malfunctions. What malfunctions would cause Ballora to fucking rip herself apart?
Well, it
weird.
might not be Ballora. It might be the mini arenas.
Well, I thought the mini rooms were her homies though.
Yeah, but they're holding her parts like they're like trophies.
Yeah.
All right, weird.
Just
Anyways.
like the Biddy Babs are supposed to work for Baby, but they do not work for Baby.
True. True.
All right, let's resume it. 3,
Hold on 1 second.
2. Oh, Lois.
If you see me out in Quahog, say
Okay.
hi.
7-Eleven.
Same.
Yeah, I like that place. They got good Slurpees.
Yeah, great Slurpees. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
It's important to make sure she's on her stage before entering. Great. It looks like everything is as it should be in Funtime Auditorium. There is no need to check on Baby tonight. Please refrain from entering unauthorized areas. Proceed directly to Funtime Auditorium. Unlike Ballora, Funtime Foxy is motion activated. For this reason, it's important to keep the room dark, as to not accidentally activate her. You have been provided with a flash beacon. Use it if you need to get your bearings and to ensure you don't bump into anything. However, use it as sparingly as possible. Proceed forward to reach the parts and service room. Great job reaching parts and service. It seems that Funtime Freddy is out of power, which should make your job much easier. The release switch for the chest
Weird.
cavity is located on the underside of the endoskeleton jaw. To reach it, we will first need to open the faceplates. You will need to press the faceplate release triggers in a specific order, and it's important to be as precise and as careful as possible. Locate the small button on Freddy's face, just under his right cheek, and press it. For clarification, please note that I'm referring to Freddy's right, not your right. Great. Now locate the button under his left cheek and press it. Great. Now carefully locate and press the button next to Freddy's right eye. Great. Now carefully locate and press the button just above Freddy's nose.
Don't we love tutorials?
Good job. The faceplates should now be open. Locate and press the small button on the underside of Freddy's endoskeleton jaw.
Tutorials are just great.
Endoskeleton jaw.
Excellent. The chest cavity should now be open. Remove the power module from the chest cavity.
Okay, what
Great
the
work.
fuck is the
You
power
will now be
module really?
required
There's
to
no way
remove
that
the
tiny
secondary
ass
power
thing is
module from
powering the
Bonnie
entire
head
animatronic.
puppet.
No shot.
Press the large black
We
button
pause?
beneath Bonnie's
Yeah, pause.
Yeah, I paused it. I'm paused at 8:54.
Yeah, and go back to day 54.
Remove the power module from the chest cavity.
Because
Great
what else
work.
could it be? What else could it be but an illusion disc?
It's clearly not a power module because Funtime Freddy still has power, and Bon definitely still has power. So
Yeah,
the
and
whole
it's about, and
they
it's about
have
the
no
size of a
power.
fucking Pringle.
Because you got to remember that previously he had stated that Funtime Freddy didn't have any power in that moment, but yet we're removing a power module at that same exact moment. That doesn't exactly make sense. And how does removing his power module fix Funtime Freddy?
True.
That doesn't exactly make sense.
Little Willy, little Willy, little Willy.
Yeah, so
All right.
God, it just seems like Hattie just wants to kill you.
I also just realized that in Bellora's gallery, they have lights on because she's fucking blind, but they don't have lights on in Funtime Foxy specifically because Funtime Foxy can see shit really well.
Yes. Which, if you think about that trope with Foxy seen very well, goes into Security Breach with Roxy.
True,
Oh
actually.
yeah.
And then you have Glamrock
Oh,
Chica
right.
with pizza and exercising.
And she's white.
I do wonder, does that mean Funtime Chica had like a stage area in Seabear, do you think? Or do you think she was just put in the corner and was only a rental service animatronic? She didn't get a stage.
Doesn't she have Chica's Party World, or is that supposed to be like
Where
a
the
whole
hell
different
is
shit?
Freddy's stage actually? Why does he start off in the control, like the breaker room? Where's
They don't
Freddy's
have a stage. Oh wait, maybe he's in Funtime Auditorium too, because
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
called
That
Funtime
makes
Auditorium.
sense.
Well, according to March, yes.
That makes sense. Because it never really says that Funtime Foxy is the only one who's
Yeah.
supposed to be in Funtime Auditorium, does it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go get my phone charger. But when I'm back, let me know what time you're at.
Okay.
I think that makes sense. So then that would be where Chica and Freddy
Yeah,
also.
because there was the McFarlane set, Lego set, and they were both on the show stage.
That makes sense.
Hold on.
That solves that problem.
Yes, actually.
Everything's starting to make sense. It's starting to piece together
I feel
perfectly.
like Monty would make more sense to be a Funtime Freddy counterpart with the aggression than Baby.
Was someone saying that Monty was a baby counterpart?
Yeah, no, I feel like if anything, you would have Glamrock Freddy to kind of be more so like Surface Baby with like the friendly aspect, but also hiding secrets from you. And Funtime Freddy with the aggression would be Monty. You have Glamrock Chica with the fact that she's just literally Ballora but Chica, and then you have
Yeah.
Roxy being able to see very well and all that fun stuff with eyes and Funtime Foxy.
I've returned.
All right,
makes sense.
854, nerd.
Oh, that's where I was.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
You will now be required to remove the secondary power module from the Bonnie hand puppet. Press the large black button beneath Bonnie's bow tie to release the power module. Great job. You've acquired both power modules. This completes your tasks for the night. Please exit the building through Funtime Auditorium, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow.
This is where you get
job.
Scotted.
You've acquired both power modules.
Sometimes I
This completes
forget
your tasks
that
for the night.
Bonnie
Please exit the building
is just
through Funtime
always
Auditorium,
called Bonnie.
and we'll see you back here again tomorrow. Welcome back to your
Yeah.
last day on the job. That is the last day of your first week. Some of the most valued qualities that we like to see in new employees are determination, fearlessness, and a genuine disregard for instinctive self-preservation. You've earned your 1-week bonus, which will be given to you in the form of a delightful gift basket. The cost of which
Delightful
will be
gift
taken out of your
basket.
next paycheck. We have gift baskets containing fruit, nuts, flowers, and of course the ever-popular cash basket. Using the keypad below, please enter the first few letters of the gift basket you would like to receive. It seems you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will autocorrect it for you. Thank you for selecting
Exotic
Exotic
Butters.
Butters.
Exotic
Please
Butters.
be aware that there are still
said the
2
thing.
technicians on site today. Try to avoid interfering with their work if possible. Also, feel free to ask them why they are still there and encourage them to go home. Let's check on Ballora
Why are you
and make
still
sure
there?
she's on her stage. Great. Now let's check on Funtime Foxy. Great. It looks like everything is as it should be in Funtime Auditorium. Your task today will
Oh,
involve more maintenance
shit.
work. Circus Baby had a rough day. and
Pause
is in
for
need
a
of repair.
moment.
Pause.
You will be
Something that's always bothered me is why don't they use the technicians' bodies as their way out of the building?
Yeah.
And now that I'm thinking about it, does the technicians hanging there trick the system into thinking that
yes,
Ballora and
yeah.
Funtime Foxy are still on stage, and that's their purpose?
Yes.
I've always thought that. I've also done.
Which I will.
So
mark
then that
down.
explains what they're doing. They're trying to trick the system so that they can escape. That makes so much more sense.
So there's just like a motion sensor that needs to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
That makes so much more sense. That works.
You have
So,
to
yeah.
let me inside the room.
Okay.
I'm at
Okay.
1040.
I'm at 1042.
Yes, counts in.
3, 2, 1, go.
Be required to reach the parts and service room by once again sneaking through Funtime Auditorium. As always, please proceed with caution. Great job reaching parts and service. Circus Baby has been deactivated for an unknown reason. It's your job to make sure she is structurally stable and secured to the conveyor.
Yeah, pause.
Weird.
She was deactivated
So,
for
baby-
an unknown reason.
So she's been out? Has she tried to No, because they're plotting their escape right now.
Mm-hmm. And in this moment, I don't believe... it's confirmed that Circus Baby's not currently in her costume. It's quite literally just the costume. Because she's currently in the entered amalgamation already. And
Yeah.
calls the entered amalgamation
actually-
Ballora, but she's already a part of it.
Because in the gameplay, actually, you can see Ennard behind.
Yeah, you can see he entered behind Circus Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then maybe the reason she's been deactivated is because Chick just casually left her own skin, and they're like, why isn't the Circus Baby animatronic working? Send that to parts and service.
Guys, the whole thing is missing. Imagine explain that to your boss, like, yeah, so for some reason the animatronic's not
Hold
working.
on, I gotta
check it
take a
out for
call.
me.
Give me 1 second.
Alrighty. And you report back to your boss. Boss? Yeah. The whole
It's gone.
like animatronic, it's gone. What do you mean? It's just empty. It's just the shell.
It's not there anymore.
Probably explains why it was like significantly lighter to carry in too.
Also, are you going to write down looks like a spring lock suit in that moment?
Looks like
Where?
Golden Freddy.
Because during this section, she appears just like Golden Freddy, holding the microphone, laying on the ground-ish.
Yep.
She's laying on the conveyor belt, but in the same position that Golden Freddy is.
Yeah, we can do that, but like it would have to be in a different section.
Gotcha.
Theory.
Circus Baby is a spring lock suit? Question mark? That's also going to be an annoying part, having to talk about the spring lock suit from Circus Baby's
Oh.
Entertainment Rentals.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
from
yeah.
Circus Baby's Pizza World. That's from my old location.
That's one time Chica.
Fun time, Chica? Peak. She just doesn't have her beak on at that moment.
Yes.
I love dual process theory, but saying that was the Golden Freddy suit has to be one of the most interesting takes I have ever heard in my life. I'm fairly certain that's not how Golden Freddy looks, but you know.
He doesn't even have face plates.
As I look at my withered Golden Freddy pop figure, I can confirm.
Does
You
not
know,
have-
I don't see a split down the middle of his face, or
Yeah. I don't see rosy
I-
cheeks.
we're missing some teeth. There's a few things missing.
Yeah, there's a few things missing there.
I unfortunately don't think any of the masks 100% match the stitch design of that mask, which is annoying.
I've always said it's just a fun time toy Chica.
Maybe.
Because
Is
the
the
mouth and
only
the
ma-
eyes match toy Chica, but the lines match Funtime Chica.
The only thing I could ever see the face design matching was that of the mini arenas.
Yeah, that too.
Maybe.
But I suppose we'll get to that section later when we're actually in the gameplay section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, looking at it now, it does. If you remove the beak, it really does match Funtime Chica.
Yeah, and it also matches Toy Chica's like eye holes and mouth hole.
Yeah, when she loses the beak.
That works.
So I've always said it's like a Funtime
I'm
Toy
back.
Chica amalgamation.
That works. They do
Middle
roughly
ground.
look the same.
Funtime Rizzler, actually. Where's the Funtime Rizzler?
All right, I'm at 1101. I want to stop listening to this hand. You know, I love Andy Field, but I'm sorry.
We're so close. We're so close to being done.
3, 2, 1, go.
Our technicians will take it from there. Warning, you've entered a highly dangerous area. You have entered from Maintenance Hatch 1B, reserved for cleaning and repair of the scooper. Entering this side of the room is strictly prohibited by unauthorized personnel. It seems that you have accidentally wandered into a restricted area. Due to the sensitive nature of the materials that you may be exposed to
Ooh,
here,
pause that shit,
you will
pause
not
that
be
shit.
allowed-
Pause.
The sensitivity of the material you may be exposed to here.
Ooh,
Remnant?
The gas, the remnant.
Oh, I thought it was remnant. Because the cleanup crew has to come and clean the remnant off you.
I mean, maybe, yeah.
You will not be
Also,
allowed
here's
to-
the thing here. Listen to this. This is restricted from unauthorized personnel. That means the two guys that come in are authorized personnel. They're higher ranking than
Who
Mike
the
is.
hell is the cleanup crew?
Yeah, true.
I bet you it's just motherfuckers
wait,
with guns.
No, I forget. The location still operates. I
Yeah.
get forgetting. Circus Baby Entertainment and Rentals is just a
Yeah.
casually running location. The cleanup
Yeah.
crew is just the normal staff. That
Yeah,
is
That's,
it's like
that's
the
why I
morning
think it's
crew.
after the MCI.
It's not
After doesn't
like
have to be in the
in,
spotlight and hands on.
It's not in like in Didophobia, it's like not used.
Which is why are they allowed in that room? Why are they allowed?
That's what I
to
mean.
go
Those
in there?
those guys in Night 4 are
So
higher
they're
ranking than Mike.
allowed to know about the fucking nightmare chambers. They're just cool with it. William
Well,
just.
They're probably like paid off by William to not tell anyone.
They're like, shit, money's money. $20 is
Yeah,
$20.
Yeah, $20 is $20.
Hey man, what you do in those
Like-
rooms is none of my business.
They're like Michael Ehrmantraut in Breaking Bad.
They're like, Michael.
Michael.
Okay.
Walter.
11:24. You ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
allowed to leave until the cleanup crew arrives at 6 a.m. So hang tight. Rest assured that you will be promptly rescued, fired, then sent home. Thank you for being an employee. We hope that your experience has not been as regrettable as ours.
Yay.
That's the end.
Die, hand unit. Die.
Hey. Okay.
Buffalo
Huh.
sauce.
I think that's everything
You
we
guys
could
like
write
buffalo
down there.
sauce?
I think so.
But we have the Circus Baby / Enter dialogue to go through next.
Uh,
You're going to see the rizzing room. One time Foxy has already gotten rizzy today.
I don't wanna.
You like writing?
Hello.
Thank you guys for 61 viewers. If you're just turning in, make sure you like. Turning in means sleeping. If you're just tuning in, make sure you like the stream. Oh yeah.
Circus Baby.
You're welcome, Raven.
Anytime.
I'm gonna kiss you.
Please.
They also show Yendo in the Funtime Auditorium.
Oh yeah, I'll send the
True.
link for the next video that we're gonna have to watch for the next 13 minutes.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't the next 14 minutes.
14?
14?
14, 14, 14. It's a song I learned.
Let us know when we're playing. And it's still 125, right?
Yes.
Man, I'm putting this
Alright,
on
hold on, I'm
1.5.
copying.
I
Don't,
want to
don't
get done
start
with
it.
this
I'm
faster.
copying the link.
1.5,
I'm copying
gotcha.
the link.
Yeah, 1.5.
Nobody
it.
started.
Turn it back to 000.
Hold.
I don't recognize you.
All right. This will be good. Crying and I didn't go over these lines in our
True.
over analysis.
Yeah, because
Okay,
we're better.
ready?
Yes. 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't recognize you. You are new. I remember
This is the AI talking.
scenario. However,
You think
it's a strange thing to want to do, to come here. I'm curious what events would lead a person to want to spend their nights in a place like this, willingly. Maybe curiosity,
curiosity?
maybe ignorance. There is a space under the desk. Someone before you crafted it into a hiding...
Pause. So, yeah, someone before you crafted, like, the spot under the desk into a
Why is
hiding
this chick
place.
lying? Why is this chick lying? I don't recognize you.
Why is she
Bullshit.
always lying?
Bullshit. You think I'm your dad. You recognize me.
No, he says they didn't recognize me at first.
Yeah.
But then they thought it was, oh, you're so right. You're
Yeah,
so
so
right.
it's a realization they come to later. And saying that I remember this scenario implies that this is something that's been playing out on these animatronics for a long time. Like, oh yeah, you're another night guard, another one came here, just the same shit you did, which implies that Elizabeth has been trapped in this animatronic for a long time, which implies that William Afton was down here in his private room jacking it while his daughter was suffering in the animatronic, which debunks Will Care.
Alright.
He didn't even give her the solace in having the location be closed. He just keeps her in a always functioning
He rents her
location.
out, dude. He makes her fucking go and do
He's supposed
birthday
to be
parties.
the most caring father.
Wilco. That's Wilco.
Father of the year.
Alrighty, I am at 32.
I'm at 29. All right, hold on. Wait. We're
We're at
Okay, count
1.5
us down.
speed, TD.
Oh, you said 1.25. God, bro. Narrow fraud. All right. Count us in.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
place, and it worked for him. I recommend that you hurry, though. You will be safe there. Just try not to make eye contact. It will be over soon. They will lose interest.
Loose.
When your
Damn,
guide comes
damn.
back online, he is going to tell you that he was
I
unsuccessful.
love this stretched
That you must
JPEG.
restart the system
Is that
manually.
alright?
He will then tell you to crawl through Ballora Gallery as fast as you can to reach the breaker room. If you follow his instructions, you will die.
Pause real quick.
Manually.
Yep.
This suggests that basically it's the same exact thing as what happened to the last guard. She has
Yeah.
become so familiar with this song and dance that she knows everything that's going to happen.
True.
Like this shit happens every time.
Scenario.
What if?
Also, it worked for him as a lie because the last guy is probably the body. If it's not
God.
Rory, if the body in the vent's not Rory, it's probably the last dude.
Yeah.
What if
Well, if
they
he was found in the
use-
vent, then he wouldn't be in the desk.
Well, no, they say it worked for him, but then he escaped,
Yeah.
he crawled in the vent, and then the video ads were like,
It's
Yeah, what if he just tried to
you
dip
thought we
instantly?
forget about you. He just
tried to
dug
try to
that
flee.
thing under the desk and he was like, nah, this won't work. And just left.
Yeah, just let it. It was
Alright.
like, man, I quit. And then the video babs were like, how about no?
count us in, Narrow Gooner.
Alright, fight me. 3, 2, 1, go.
Return to her stage anymore. She will catch you. The power will be restored shortly. When you crawl through Ballora Gallery, go slowly. She cannot see you and can only listen for your movement. When you hear her music become louder, she is growing near, listening for you. Wait, and be still. Did you know that I was on stage once? It wasn't for very long, only one day. What a wonderful day, though. I was in a small room with balloons and a few
Be
tables.
still.
No one sat at the tables, though, but children would run in and out. Some were afraid of me, others enjoyed my songs. Music was always coming from somewhere else. Down a
Dun,
hall.
dun, dun, dun,
I would always
dun,
count the children.
dun, dun, dun,
I'm not sure
dun,
why.
dun.
I was always acutely aware of how many there were in the room with me.
It's your
2, then 3, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 2, then none. They usually played together in groups of 2 or 3. I was covered in glitter. I smelled like birthday cake. There were 2, then 3, then 5, then 4. I can do something special. Did you know that? I can make ice cream. Although I only did it once. There were 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Something happened when there was 1. A little girl, standing by herself. I was no longer myself, and I stopped singing. My stomach opened, and there was ice cream. I couldn't move, at least, not until she stepped closer. There was screaming for a moment, but only for a moment. Then other children rushed in again, but they couldn't hear her over the sounds of their own excitement. I still hear her sometimes. Why did that happen?
All right, pause. Couple things.
She didn't die immediately.
The first is that they couldn't hear her over the sound of their own excitement, which means that while she was inside the stomach, Elizabeth was still screaming for a while.
Yeah.
And then also, I still hear her sometimes, implies that whatever possession is inside baby is very faint. Elizabeth is very weak. Because she was scooped and shattered!
Children rushed in. There was screaming for a moment, but only for a moment.
Anyway,
We have to remember
Then other
she's
children
not
rushed in again, but
fully
they couldn't
pieced
hear her over
together
the sounds
yet.
of
Not until the end.
yeah, and not until you assemble all the parts of the animatrix.
Not until you put her back together. Huh? Awesome.
Okay, let's continue.
All right, 1 second. What time are you at?
3:35.
I'm at 337.
Grown excitement.
Good.
All right, 3:37. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Shh, be still and quiet. You've been sleeping for quite a while. I think they noticed that you never left the building last night. The cameras were searching for you, but they couldn't find you. I have you hidden too well. I kidnapped you. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you. I am only going to keep you for a little while. Try not to wiggle, though. You're inside something that came from my old pizzeria. I don't think it...
Pause there because, yeah. So,
It was meant to be used.
the Springlock suit came from Circus Babies Pizza World and was never used.
This is
that's not true.
going to be a
I
bit
think
of
the
a-
inclusion of the line,
Came
not the
from
way
my
it was
old
meant to be
pizza.
used, implies that someone was stuffed inside of it and spring locketh. I think otherwise that
here's
line
the
wouldn't
thing.
be there.
Here's the thing. Has anyone ever been shown to ever be removed from a
I
spring
don't
lock
think it was
suit after the spring locks have gone off?
Technically William and the
yeah.
Silver Eyes.
Yeah,
Yes.
William and the Silver Eyes.
But he escaped it while the spring locks had just freshly gone off. Has there ever been someone that has, been spring locked fully and then had the suit reused after
never
going
used.
off?
At least not the way it was.
No.
Yeah, but maybe William Afton got that Lysol, you know what I'm saying? He's like, all right, I'll take the body out.
Because here's the thing. I'm wondering, why did William leave Elizabeth unattended? If he knew he didn't want her near Circus Baby, why did he leave Elizabeth unattended?
He got to keep up his public image so that when the
doesn't
police come
care.
looking for a kidnapper
If
at a
you-
children's pizzeria in 1985, they don't suspect William Afton because he was present and accounted for by dozens of customers.
If you piece it together, what I'm trying to imply is, I think this suit was proto MCI. I think William lured a kid away while donning this springlock suit. Hence why it was used, not in the way it was intended to be used. Because it was a performer suit, intended to be used as a performer, but instead was used by William to kidnap children, no different than any of the other animatronics in Circus Baby's entertainment and rentals.
I mean, though, do we ever know what suit William gets springlocked in the Silver Eyes?
No.
Probably Spring Bonnie.
Yeah, so then it would be used again after
But
William
that's
was
just
springlocked.
probably. We don't actually know what costume.
Exactly.
he was
So I
wearing.
feel like it's hard to kind of determine really what this suit was used for currently.
Because if someone had already been killed inside the springlock suit, would the company continue, a currently running company, not an abandoned company, a currently still running company would reuse a costume that had already killed someone inside of said costume?
I've always
Well,
said
this
this, though.
Springlock incident is probably, this is referring to the thing that got them retired, I assume.
I do always want to. I always say this. Circus Baby does when she says at least not the way it was meant to be. She says it as if it's like, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this kid got stuffed in there, or someone got stuffed in there, and they were like,
Because
Yeah.
the
so-
other thing, TD, is, again, Circus Baby's Pizza World was not a Fazbear Entertainment venture. It was a just Afton venture, which means even if the Springlock suits had already been demonized, it's his location. It's not like Fazbear Entertainment is going to be able to prevent him, a entrepreneur, from putting up his own location with Springlock suits.
Well, yeah, I'm saying that the Springlock failure at Circus Baby's Pizza World probably got the suits retired at Freddys, just because they heard about that. That's not entirely him owning it. Henry might have heard what happened with them, and he was like, "Oh fuck
yeah,
no."
because
I
they
know that's a
said that
different
there were
franchise,
multiple
but like,
simultaneous Springlock failures
Yeah.
at the sister
let's say, because
location.
for instance, yeah, Shizu, let's say that someone completely unrelated to me has a restaurant, and they use the same kind of propane that I do. And if that propane ends up to have fucking poison in it and they're doing a mass recall, even though I'm not related to that restaurant, I'm not using that propane anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, so it's just because a Springlock suit did that, a completely unrelated company would also retire Springlock suits.
Yeah.
So no matter
the way I
what,
see it is if we're currently
literally.
we're inside of this Springlock suit that was used in the way it wasn't intended to be used, and there's not a body inside of this costume, that kind of implies to me that the way that it was used, not in the way it was intended to be used, is not killing, because again, that would imply that Circus Baby's Pizza World was created to kill children, when it really heavily implies Circus Baby's Pizza World was built to kidnap children, and that's
Kind of suboptimal. Well, I think he was getting them retired on
whole
purpose because I'm literally a Sigma, but
Because I feel like it'd be a little difficult to say, oh yeah, there were gas leaks and a Springlock failure.
Yeah, fair.
well, it's also kind of like that did happen, and also
they
if it
never
is to kidnap
mention-
children, kind of stupid to have a Springlock suit in the first place if you don't want them to die.
Well, that's William's whole MO. He likes risk. That's why he continues to don the spring bodysuit after it's already caused things to happen. Because he's a bad boy.
He's a bot,
and
then.
he doesn't think it's going to happen to him. He's like, you think I'm going to die in a Springlock suit? Ha! Not me.
Well, I'm gonna side with the unwithered truth on this one and say that the line that literally says the sister location had a Springlock failure, and then Baby talks about how the suit wasn't used the way it was meant to be. I just think it's like, yeah, there was a Springlock
This
failure.
location did not exist by the time of Five Nights at Freddy's 3.
neither did Pizzeria Simulator.
Yeah, that's called a Scott Con, where he takes. You know what else was not existing? Nightmare Chambers, dude.
Well, Nightmare Chambers
Neither
wasn't
did William's
tried.
Purgatory Hell.
Yeah,
the
at
FNAF
the
4.
time of
Or-
FNAF 4,
or Remnant, or
gas was
Agony.
not coming through the ceiling. That was something he took and expanded on later. So he turned the sister location, which originally had no deeper meaning, into a sister location that had deeper meaning.
Yeah.
Lemfow.
Or the sister location was Fredbear's Family Diner.
This is
but, you
just adding more information to something. It's not right.
Why would he name the game Sister Location then?
because it's
Come on,
quite
bro.
literally the location where Michael's sister is at.
Yeah, I feel like it
That's
should have a
sister's
double
location.
meaning. Just like the rest of the games also have double meanings. Like in Pizzeria Simulator, you're simulating a pizzeria. And in the Ultimate Custom Night, you're being attacked by your own creation. It's your custom night. Literally. Anyway, where are we?
Which feels like something that would have been
427.
with the closure.
Me and Cheezy were never going to agree, so we better just keep going.
Yeah, 427.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Was meant to be used. Too dangerous. It's just big enough for one person to fit inside, but just barely. You're in the scooping room. Do you know why they call it a scooping room? It's because, dummy, this is the room where they use the scooper. I thought that would be
Well, fuck you.
obvious. Isn't that a fun name for something? The scooper. It sounds like something you would use for ice cream, or custard, or sprinkles. It sounds like something you would want at your birthday party to ensure that you get a heaping portion of every good thing.
all the souls?
I wonder, though, if you were a freshly opened pint of
The
ice cream,
souls of the
how you
children.
would feel about something with that name. Thankfully, I don't think a freshly opened pint of ice cream feels anything at all. Uh-oh. It sounds like someone else is in the building. Shh.
Baby,
There's
technically this is
something
not a
very
building.
important that I've learned how to do over time. Do you know what that is? How to pretend. Do you ever play make-believe? Pretend to be one way when you are really the other? It's very important. But Laura never learns. But I do. They think there is something wrong on the inside. The only thing that matters is knowing how to pretend. I'll open the faceplates for you.
What a weird line of
That way
line.
they
What a
can find you
that's
on the
just such
cameras.
a weird line dialogue.
Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me. Can you hear me? I'm pretending. Remember how I said I could pretend? The cameras are watching. I must be careful not to move. Something bad happened yesterday. Something bad always happens.
Pause.
I don't want it to happen
So
again.
did we scoop another time? Have we scooped?
Yeah, something bad
Oh,
happened
pause it.
yesterday.
What if the fucking
You
there's
think-
something bad inside of me is literally a fucking
Another child.
dead child?
Another child. Something
And
bad
that's why
happened
she says
yesterday.
Circus Baby's already been here today.
Always
That's why she says Circus
bad
Baby's already been
happened.
here today.
Huh.
Because it kidnapped a kid, and then it scooped him again.
She was
Circus
taking.
Baby's
they
already
were-
been here today. Because she
They
got
were
scooped.
taking advantage of every time they kidnapped a child in order to, escape. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wow, Scott Cawthon, he's a genius writer.
The greatest writer on earth.
Yeah, so this part's a lie, though, when she says, I'm going to be taken to the scooping room soon. Because she already has been. She says in the next scene, Circus Baby's
Something bad
already been
always
here,
happens.
brother.
I don't
Because,
want it to happen again.
yeah, when she got back with
Oh,
her
yeah,
kid,
wait,
her new kid, because...
And then she proceeds to say something bad always happens. I don't want it to happen again.
As in
Yeah,
her
so she's
kidnapping
literally just
children,
going
it
out
works so
kidnapping
well.
kids on the daily, bro.
Yeah, so...
There's something bad inside of me.
Oh, hey, Unwithered Truths in chat. Hi, Unwithered.
Go.
Unwithered truth.
Go.
Unwithered truth, there's something bad inside of her, and she's already been to the scooping room,
Bad
and something
happened
bad
yesterday.
happened today.
Something
It means
bad
that she's
always
still kidnapping
happens.
kids.
I don't want
Of course.
Even Unwithered knows. Greatest
Holy
writer
10
on earth.
memberships from Love.
Exploding love. Peak.
No.
I haven't
That's
seen
like-
it show up on my chats, and what?
That's like $20, dude. Damn.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Now it just popped up. Let's go. Oh, we're about to get a lot of noise notifications for a little bit here.
Okay, can we start it at 7:43?
Yes.
I'm gonna say 43.
7:43. Yeah.
it to happen
Guys,
again.
please like the video. Please like the live stream. Hello, Fazbear
I'm
Entertainment.
broken. I can't be fixed.
All right, count us in.
I'm
Hold
going
on.
to be taken to the scooping room soon.
Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
But it's not going to fix what's wrong with me. What is bad is always left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Will you help me?
Oh,
I want you to save what is good.
What is
so the
bad
rest
is
can be
always left
destroyed
behind.
And never
Can we pause
recovered.
this? Pause that. What is
Wait a
bad is
fucking
always left
minute.
behind.
eat a fucking minute.
What is bad is always left behind. So they take out the kids, but the malicious programming stays? Is that what that means?
I don't know.
What is bad is always left behind. All right, I'm gonna go back a little bit. I'm gonna go back to like 7:29 because we started in the middle of her sentence.
Something bad always
There's something
happens.
bad
I
inside
don't
of me.
want it to happen
I'm
again.
broken. I can't be fixed.
And inside of me, I'm broken. After reference, I can't be fixed.
There is something bad.
I'm going to be
Yeah.
taken to the
inside of me.
scooping room, but it's
That's
not going to
important,
fix what's
but I
wrong
don't
with
know.
me.
Fixed.
What is bad is
important.
always left behind. Okay, so that's it. So
But
they
it's not
take
going to
out
fix what's
the child carcass,
Yeah.
Lamau, and yeah, that's what that means. But the animatronic itself always stays the same. That's what she's saying, basically.
Yeah.
It
And you know
feels
what?
like
I'm willing to
broken
actually,
shit.
I'm willing to believe that it doesn't actually love killing people.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You think that's what it means?
Yeah.
By I can't be fixed? It's implying that I'm
She can't overcome her
broken. I
programming.
keep killing things. That's
Yeah.
that's what's bad keeps happening. I can't be fixed. That
Yeah,
works.
she's saying that that's intrinsically part of my programming, and the scooping can't get rid of it. Nothing can get rid of it.
Yeah, she doesn't want this,
So.
her to keep scooping innocent children, but
Kids,
since it's so into her programming, there's nothing she can
Yeah.
do about it.
Yeah.
She cannot be fixed. It cannot be removed
I
from
mean-
her programming. It is a core part of her programming.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. I think that's it. I think that's exactly it.
I mean,
If you remove that, you basically destroy the programming. All right, what time are we at?
Hold on. Okay, 7:54.
7:54. All right, let me get there.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
I want you to save what is good, so the rest can be destroyed and never recovered. But you must be careful. Ballora is here, in the room with us. Ballora will not return to her stage. Ballora will not return to her body. You must be careful.
Oh, you can see Ennard
You must
moving behind
remain
her.
calm and listen to my voice. There is a button on my
I would
cheek.
assume
You must find it.
the
and
good
press
is referring to Elizabeth.
There is a passcode that you must enter before you can
Yeah.
retrieve me. Enter the code carefully. 1, 2, 3,
This is random. This isn't important.
5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8.
Can we trust her?
9.
Though?
Good. A hatch should have opened.
I
Take
think
the
she's
card
being. I
that
think
you
there's a
find
half. I
inside.
think she's partially
Now
being
you
truthful.
must turn back. I will guide you through Funtime Auditorium so you can reach the scooping room. When you are
Also,
there,
pause real quick.
I want you to destroy
Yep.
this box.
As a subtle reference to her being like Afton sibling and broken in the same way as Dave. I'm just gonna call him that for the sake of it. She is hitting the Golden Freddy pose right now.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
did
a
write
reference
that down.
to Dave also being
True.
broken. So she's broken just like her brother. Saving what is good is weird because as much as I hate to agree with Gibby ever, he says that having her say, "I want you to save what is good," and then you take the chip out of her arm implies that Elizabeth's consciousness has somehow been uploaded into the chip, which is mega cringe.
I could see that, which sucks, but yeah.
Yeah.
But then you put Elizabeth inside of hand unit? That makes no fucking sense. So what I think that part's a lie. I think she's telling a half truth. She's like, "This is Elizabeth, trust me," but it's really just something you put in hand unit so it fucking tricks you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's a half truth. I think part of what she's saying is true. But I think her ultimate motive is to get the fuck out of there.
I feel like once night 4 hits, like night 4's when they realize, like, oh, this is probably William. This dude looks like William.
Yeah.
But you know what? On that note, when she's like, "Save what is good, there's something bad inside me," blah 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 blah. As Molten Freddy or Ennard,
Body.
it's
Before you can
incapable
find
of doing
9,
what Circus
5,
Baby
on my
does.
cheek.
So she does get to change the programming in that sense, in quotes, because what she can't
What is
scoop
bad
people
is
when she
always
brings her
left
AI
behind.
into a new body,
Will you
because there's
help
no
me?
scoop.
I want you to
So
save.
in that sense, she is able to save what is like good about her, which I guess she's referring to her autonomy. Because I'm assuming as Ennard, it wouldn't kill
Ice
people in the
good.
same
So
way
the rest-
as Baby does. Surely not, because there is no ice cream to speak of. There is no scoop to speak of in Ennard. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Anyway, I'm at
Okay,
914.
914, got it.
Find inside. Reach the scooping room. When you are there,
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
I want you to destroy this body. Put the card into your handheld device, and I can continue to speak to you. Now, press the green button to your left. This will send me to the scooping room. You must follow my instructions in Funtime Auditorium. Valora is going to follow you. She will try to catch you. I will help you avoid her. She will not follow you inside the scooping room. She is afraid. Go back now. Go forward. Stop. Go forward and left. Keep going. Stop. Be silent. Go forward and left. Stop. Go forward. You are almost there. Stop. She is right in front of you. Don't move. He is here to help, Valora. He is not here to hurt us. Valora, he is here to help us. Go forward again. Valora is behind you. She is afraid of the scooping room. She will not follow you. You are in the scooping room now.
Pause.
Funtime Foxy has already
Okay,
been
so
Better
Gibby's
than
just
Gibby.
wrong, Lamau. Gibby's wrong, Lamau. It straight up says that it is Baby's AI that's in the chip. I thought it was save what's good, take the chip out of my arm. I thought that was the dialogue. It's I want you to save what is
You are
good.
in the sc-
Also, put me in there. Put me in your hand unit device. So it's not. No, I don't think it's Elizabeth in the chip. Because
Yeah,
Baby
no.
literally says that's me, Lamau. So,
Yeah.
but she does say I want you to destroy this body, which adds to what I said of like if she's
Into
able
the
to get out
speaker.
of the circus baby, like animatronic, the part of her code that's like scoop Lamau will just be nullified and she'll be free to act independently of the circus baby code.
One thing, yeah, on Whether Truth said something. The weirdest thing is that this part has Circus Baby stopping Ennard, which already has Baby inside it from killing you.
She's playing pretend because she's a weirdo like
Yeah, I
that.
think it's
Yeah,
just supposed to trick
exactly.
you.
Yeah.
To be
Right.
fair, this chick's been stuck down there for years. I don't think she has very good social skills.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
All right, I'm at 1048.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
scooping room now. Funtime Foxy has already been here today. Funtime Freddy has already been here today. Laura has already been here
Circus
today.
baby has already
Circus
been.
Because there was a kid inside of her that got scooped. That was the thing that bad was happening today. Something bad always happens.
I've been out before, but they always put me
Renting?
back. They always put
Rental
us back
service?
inside. There's nowhere for us to hide here. There is nowhere to go when we look like this. But if we look
I like this tweaking
you,
that she's doing.
then we could hide. If we looked like you,
It hurts my
then we would
eyes.
have somewhere to go. The scooper only hurts for a moment.
All right, there we go.
Why didn't you
Oh wait,
trust
these.
me?
Yeah.
Why didn't you trust me? Why didn't you believe me? Sometimes I don't
Oh, pause,
understand
oh,
why
pause, oh,
people
pause,
do
oh,
the
pause.
things that they do.
Pause.
I never noticed this. Air hose attachment. That's how it fucking.
Don't
maybe
worry, we'll
the,
get
the
there, we'll
balloons,
get
yeah,
there.
but also how they breathe. Also could be how they breathe.
Don't worry,
Or how
we
the
will
kids
get
get
there, TD.
oxygen.
We will get there, TD. Okay, 11:50. 3, 2, 1, go.
I thought you liked me. I thought I did everything right. We don't want to hurt anyone. But we need you. We need you so that we can leave. We need you so that we can hide. We need you so that
If
we
they
can look
find
like
us
you.
like this, we won't
If
be
they find
able
us
to
like
try
this,
again.
we won't
Yeah.
be able to
What
try
is that
again.
supposed to mean? Are they going to
Pause.
destroy them?
It's referring to Ennard, I believe.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, though. They won't be. We won't be able to try again. What does that mean, though?
That's a good question. Because I always interpreted it that the first time that they made it out, because we've been out before, implies to me, at least to me, that vent repair or something similar to it occurred where the Ennard attempted to escape before, got put back down there. So we managed to escape before, but it didn't
Oh,
work.
my food's
because
here, I'll be
we
right
looked like the Ennard.
Yeah.
But if we get inside of you, then we'll be able to escape, which I assume the reason why she says that they won't be able to escape again is because if they already know, hey, these robots are using human bodies to escape, I'm pretty sure they're going to put in some sort of system
Measure to
prevent them
make
from
it even harder.
be like, okay, wait a minute, we need to make sure there's no endoskeleton inside of you. Walk through this metal detector for us real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
right.
to further support that idea, I guess, in the fake ending, they do get out as Ennard without like a human body.
True,
Yeah.
true, actually.
One more I wanted to say. Oh, and they probably do so by sneaking through a vent. Because if you notice, the Ennard in the fake ending has no legs.
Yeah,
It's small.
actually,
It
yeah.
drags
Sure.
itself across the floor.
Yeah.
So they probably are finding intuitive ways to like get out. What else did I want to say? Yeah, maybe like the mini arenas pulling Ballora apart is helping just like to remove the casing and start the Ennard process.
Yeah.
That could be. They're assisting.
LLC. After
Alright.
Robotics LLC.
We are at
Okay, anyway, where are we at? 12. I'm at 21.
yeah, that's good. 3, 2, 1, go.
If they find us like this, we won't be able to try again. You must help us. You must let us inside the room. You must let us inside the room. Isn't this why you came here? To be with her again? I don't understand. You won't die, and it will only hurt for a moment. I will find a way out.
There you go.
Oh, hey, my stream just got recommended to me. Let's go.
So. Okay. So, important to note from that then. The you won't die, I believe, is
The same as the custom
the
night. you won't
AI.
die.
That's the AI talking.
Yeah.
Not baby. So
Yeah.
Circus Baby herself, the AI, knows that by getting scoopified, Michael will have some remnant in him and won't die.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming, you know what? For the... I'm trying to think. For the then I thought it was you, it's interesting that Ennard only starts... Because remember, this takes place during the custom night. Sorry. Those dialogue are in the private room ending.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting that that Circus Baby AI only starts referencing Michael's relationship to Elizabeth once all of the pieces of Elizabeth are in one body, and she can access those memories. Because there's never a point before here when baby's like some, fucking, did you have a sister or some fucking shit?
Yeah,
it's only
exactly.
once all the pieces of the animatronics are together and all Elizabeth's soul is reassembled that Circus Baby starts going, wait a fucking second. I have a child's voice that I can use, and also I'm pretty sure that you knew this girl. Because the memories are been pieced together.
Yeah.
Let that simmer while I get my McDonald's, motherfuckers. Be right back.
Also, I don't think there's nothing important to note with Ballora or Funtime Freddy's voice lines.
What the hell is this? An LLC is essentially just a way where if you're sued, it can only take money from the business and cannot take money from your personal assets?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Huh.
It's a limited liability corporation.
Like Scott Games.
Afton just wanted to make sure that when he's sued, they don't go for the bunker.
Exactly.
You can take my company, but you can't take my underground nightmare chambers.
That's fine.
Those nightmare chambers belong to me.
Yeah, the only thing important with the Biddy Bab dialogues is just when they ask, is it him?
All right, I'm back. Did we solve FNAF?
No, I wish. Alright guys, Immortal in the Restless, let's go.
Oh.
Oh, crikey.
Are you gonna send a video to the Discord?
Karma, chameleon.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now Raven discovers what an LLC is.
I've known what an LLC is.
Limited liability company.
No, not my bunker money.
So the entire Funtime cast is Elizabeth, not multiple spirits. There are multiple spirits, but Elizabeth is shattered amongst all of them. She was the first
purpose of
person
an
to
LLC?
be shattered.
Isn't that LLC literally so that the person behind the company can't be sued, but the corporation can?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lamau.
Basically, I can
Okay.
kill your family in my establishment, but you can't arrest me. You can only just
Yeah, you can
remove my
only sue
business.
Circus Babies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This I think we could just leave on one time speed because there's only like 4 minutes worth of this. So.
All right, let me know when you're starting it.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Another day, another dramatic entry in the lives of Vlad and his
It's the
distressed
lamb.
mistress. Where will they go? What will they do? All of that and more happening now.
Clara, I tell you, the baby isn't mine.
Count, I tell you that it is. You're the only vampire I've ever loved. And the baby turns his bottles into powdered milk.
That doesn't mean anything.
He sleeps on the ceiling fan.
Upright or upside down.
What does it matter? You need to be part of your son's life.
I'm an old man, Clara. I can't be a father.
Well, then at least pay your child support, you deadbeat.
Will Vlad and his distressed mistress find common ground?
All right, pause.
Tune in next
Distressed mistress.
I'm sorry. I am under
Clara?
the interpretation that Clara is supposed to represent Michael. Sorry,
Clara's
gang.
not married?
And this cutscene is him complaining. It's meant to represent him complaining about he always has to watch CC in FNAF 4. Why are you never around? It's your son. I'm just his brother.
Yeah, at least pay. The thing is, he says at least pay your child support, you deadbeat, as well. Yo, Taryn, thank you for the 5 gifted.
I think you're taking it a little too literal. I think it's just supposed to represent like the dynamic of someone who has to do all the caring for the child and the other
Yeah,
person's
but
never around.
for the notes, we should still write these things down.
Okay.
Like,
All right,
Vlad
you getting
doesn't
some
pay his
memberships,
child
Nero
support.
Raven. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm getting
70
those-
viewers. That's pretty good.
Yo.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, I'm at 50 seconds.
Okay, I'm at 50 seconds as well. What a coincidence.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
time.
Oh, I
As
didn't.
the sun sets,
He uses
so
the same
also does
static.
another chapter in the saga of love lost between Vlad and his distressed mistress. Can they be reconciled? Can their love rise again? That and more happening now.
Clara, the baby isn't mine.
It is Vlad. They had trouble catching him in the nursery today.
So what? Lots of kids get hyper
Can you
and
stop
run
eating that
around
damn
and stuff.
popcorn?
They had to knock him out of the air with a broom.
I have to go.
They're going to dock your paychecks.
They can't do that. I'm a vampire. I don't get paycheck.
You work the graveyard shift at the Fry Me Taco. Don't lie to me.
Oh,
L
the
chips.
humanity! When will the heart break
L
in?
chip, yeah,
When will
exactly.
these two ships passing in the night rekindle their long-lost love? Tune in tomorrow to find out.
Someone said in the chat, Vlad.
As the
here.
moon rises, so also rises the tension between scorn lovers.
Clara, it's not my baby.
Vlad, you suck.
Wait, was that a vampire joke? That was so lame, Clara. Like I haven't heard that a million times.
Okay, well, how's this? I'm taking the car.
The joke's on you. It's a rental.
Well, the joke's on you. I set the thermostat to 90 before I left.
Good, I like
Me
it
when I'm
more.
Michael.
Good, because I also set the house on fire.
How will it all end? The passion, the tension, the intrigue. Tune in tomorrow for the exciting conclusion.
That's why the Midnight Motorist house is a new house.
I just had
The
a
original
really
got burned down.
I had a really stupid idea.
Oh no.
Yo, Michael! Shout out to Michael for that cologne bottle on the bottom.
Yeah, right, dude.
Rose,
What do you
trying to smell
think that
fresh.
cologne is?
To make him not smell like a dead guy.
You know what? Valid.
As the trees sway in the wind, so also do emotions sway between
All right, take
star-crossed
note.
lovers.
This is the fake ending. What happens
Burn
here?
down my house?
You call that a house? It was like a morgue in there.
I may be undead, but you're heartless.
You need to see your son.
Not canon.
The baby isn't mine.
He ate the cat.
Sounds like something he got from your side of the family.
Well, how's this? I'm keeping the diamond ring.
The joke's on you. I found it in a kid's meal.
You bought a kid's meal? Oh, Vlad!
Clara.
All right, pause.
As
Now,
the hair
here
on
are a
the
few
back-
things. The first one, this is the fake ending, and it's the
Yeah.
one in which Clara and Vlad reconcile. So obviously that never happens if Clara represents Mike. The second one is the line, I may be dead, but you're heartless, which is true. William Afton is dead, and Michael Afton no longer has any organs. This is this is part of the reason I think this is the strongest cutscene to tie
Hey, look,
Clara to
it's-
Mike and Vlad to Afton.
It's 3 hearts above Clara's head.
Locker
where it's
theory,
like in the
locker
logbook?
theory. Locker.
Like in the logbook.
Interesting.
Ooh.
So I think I'm very, very certain that that cutscene in particular is like, yeah, that's Clara is supposed
But,
to be Mike, because
When I was listening to that previously, I turned up the thermostat to 90. Joke's on you, I like it warm. Well, I burned down the house. What we found, there's a little interesting character called Virgil who distinctly says that he's freezing cold while inside of Fazbear's Fright.
Huh.
And then the location burns down.
True.
Virgil Schmidt.
Alright.
Also, I like how it has a play on the entire title is Immortal and Restless. Immortal and the Restless, and then the very last one, the canon very last one, shows Michael now as the Immortal and the Restless, because he is Immortal and Restless.
Mm-hmm.
Funny, funny, funny.
All right, 402.
I mean, isn't it like basically done?
Not quite, because there's the last bit there. 3, 2, 1, go.
Back of a cat stands up straight, so also does the love between Vlad and Clara stand up against all obstacles. But what about the baby? What about
So I think
the
that's the
back
joke.
child
What about
support?
the baby? You see in the next
Stay
game what
tuned
happens.
next
so.
season for those answers
Circus baby.
and more.
Well, that's
Is
the next
that
season.
not? Is that not a FNAF 6 reference? That's
Yeah, it is.
fucking with me. What happened to the
it is. That's what
baby?
I said. What happens to the
Stay
baby?
tuned till
Stay tuned
next season.
That's what I'm saying. That is, yeah.
Yeah. So
What happened to What happened to Michael? You'll find out next season.
Yeah.
FNAF 6. That's
Yeah,
so good.
that's pretty obvious to me.
Yep.
okay. So
The problem there, though, is that that makes him using baby to refer to Cece and Elizabeth interchangeably, which I don't like. Because clearly the be part of your son's life is more of an Elizabeth thing. Or sorry. The other way. Be part of your son's life is more of a crying child thing, because Michael had to watch over him all the time.
True.
But then they use his baby to refer to Elizabeth at the very end, so it's cringe. I'm eating a chicken nugget now.
Unless the baby's supposed to represent like what happens to Ennard.
okay. Breaker room
As in
map.
baby, the baby isn't mine. Baby, circus baby. What happened to the baby? FNAF 6.
Yeah.
Because distinctly after this, we see Ennard climb into the room. He is the baby. What happens to the baby next season?
The baby.
The baby.
The baby.
Yo.
I'm now starting to wonder. In Security Breach, it does have Michael's room have the TV in the corner. I'm trying to see if this angle supports that being the case. If this TV is in the corner of the room.
I don't think so. I think the wallpaper is different. Like the wallpaper isn't curved where it should be.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Breaker room map. All I wrote down was Fredbear's Family Diner, FNAF 4 House and Plush Trap Hallway can be seen on the map, and FNAF 4 House and Plush Trap Hallway are labeled as Observation 1 and 2.
Yep.
I think there's 5 gray dots in the Plush Trap Hallway.
The
4
four
gray dots in the FNAF 4 house, and 2 gray dots in Fredbear's.
Let me say that last part is super weird because that implies Fredbear and Spring Bonnie were used for the experiments.
Yeah, it really is kind of weird. But the thing is, there isn't an Observation 3. That's the other thing.
That's why I think it's just the actual neighborhood.
Yeah, like I think this is just the actual neighborhood.
The other two are the
Observation 1 and
gas
2.
rooms of evil.
That implies that Spring Bonnie
God,
and
I'm really
Fredbear are
telling me to
still
check my
in
DMs.
Fredbear's Family Diner.
Which would completely fuck the
Okay.
timeline, but yeah.
So on Wither Truth said, for Immoral and the Restless, Night 1 represents FNAF 4, be a part of your son's life. Night 2 represents FNAF 2, William has the graveyard shift. We miss Night 3, which is FNAF 1. Night 4 represents FNAF 3, burn down the house. Night 5 represents Sister Location, baby ate the cat, and the cat being Elizabeth. It's telling us the timeline order. So it'd be FNAF 4, 2, 1, 3, Sister Location.
Eek, actually.
Sister Location
in
after
my
3.
opinion. In my opinion, I think that works, but that's just me. The only reason I really like that idea is because that means Mike was not a zombie when he went and worked at Fazbear's Fright, which makes sense timeline-wise.
I think it's weird to say I'm going to come find you after he already.
I
burnt him
mean,
once.
I do want to say Homie cannot be stinky. He do be wearing cologne.
He do be
Real.
wearing cologne.
He do be wearing that cologne, though. He should be getting
That's
fired
why
for odor.
Fazbear's Fright caught fire. He had so much cologne on.
Yeah, he had so much cologne on.
The only reason I think that the Fredbears inside of those observation chambers is fake is because of the Twisted One, specifically mentioning a location that is completely untouched and has mascot costumes scattered throughout it,
Yeah,
old
fair,
arcade
that's fair.
machines,
Okay.
and, you know, it's supposed to be a replicate. Okay, we never actually get an interpretation for what that is supposed to represent. Some people think it's circus babies. I don't think that this is the case because there's no circus baby animatronic down there. I think that's supposed to be Fredbear's, and that Henry was trying to recreate Charlie's life for the Charlie bots to teach them how to be Charlie, which was a play on what happens in the games of the
Fair.
Nightmare Chambers. Trying to replicate the crying child's life.
Yep, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, so we're now finally at the Easter eggs, which means we're getting close to the end of this.
Yes.
Guys, I'm noticing there's not a lot of likes on this live stream. It'd be really awesome
Yeah.
if you could. Like it.
Like the stream. Also, 14 it maybe 14 a little bit up right now.
Like at least 3 more people. 3 more people so we can get 14. That would be really awesome.
Yes, let's 14 it up and let's like it up. Okay, so we have the little bit Easter egg where they appear in the control module replacing our anything of importance there. I don't think so.
Lolbit is fucking weird. What the fuck is a Lolbit?
I really don't know. A part of me wants to say it's like Michael's agony, but there's no basis for that. Whatever.
I guess I'd say Lolbit. This is Lolbit's first appearance, or something. I don't know.
Canonically, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is true.
Like, Lolbit is a FNAF World character, however, appears in the real world. Okay, there's that. Yendo. Randomly appears and does absolutely nothing, but will still cause Funtime Foxy to kill you.
Yeah.
People think this is Cassidy.
So fun. So basically, it's just
There's yellow endo, like yellow bear.
replaces Funtime Foxy, but Funtime Foxy can still kill you. Has yellow eyes, and yeah, that's kind of about it that we have. All right, 1983 number pad. We can see what it's the FNAF 4 bedroom.
That's pretty obvious.
Yeah, that's the FNAF 4 bedroom, the plush trap hallway. And what was the other camera? It's like pointing towards the closet.
It's the same. One shows the bed, one shows the closet. Yeah.
Yeah, one shows the bed, one shows the closet. So when you I need to keep doing this. When you type in 1983 and the secret
Unwithered,
room,
my counter to that is,
areas.
can you prove that the logbook doesn't take place during FNAF 6?
I feel like it's written to be.
It feels more appropriate to take place during that time. Especially since the book was released alongside FNAF 6, has the real value code, which directly correlates 2017 to 1992 or 93.
Like just kept the book after FNAF, because he clearly got the book in FNAF
Yes.
3. But you think he just
Yes.
didn't write in it for him?
Yes.
Okay. Blueprints. Okay, we look at these now. We're finally at the blueprints, TD. Are you excited?
I'm burping. Yes, I'm very excited.
Yeah. Also, can we just say, baby is 585 pounds.
Same.
That's a big baby.
I'm sorry.
I never felt so represented.
That got me so off guard. Just same. And what? There's 347, 290, and 350. Like, yeah, baby is a heavy bitch.
And they carried her into the parking service room?
$5.
Okay, so yeah, air hose attachment, ice cream dispenser, song, data bank, and emergency stop.
That's so it stops to sit there and do the scooping, I think.
Yeah, but the rest of them don't have emergency stop, and not even Funtime Freddy,
Emergency
who does
stop.
kidnap
Go back.
kids.
Emergency stop is the pins. Look.
Oh yeah, it's the
Emergency stop is the pins. Fucking weird.
Because remember, she was incapable of moving.
Yeah.
Oh, it's acupuncture.
Yeah, it's like acupuncture.
Her muscles don't work. Her muscles don't work. It's acupuncture needles.
So that means
that's
when
why
it
it's emergency
determines-
stop. It's provoking her the animatronic muscles.
Yeah, when it determines that there's one person in front of her, the puncture goes into the muscles,
Deeper into her, so she can stop moving.
Eek.
Yeah.
Oh, we
to
solved
stabilize her, so that way she can grab the kid.
This is how we know you're right, because on with the truth is better. Agree with that in chat.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
I've heard that rarely. I mean, I've heard their acupuncture before, but never in that context.
Yeah, because you have that emergency
I've
stop.
never heard their acupuncture to make her stop. Yeah.
Yeah,
they make her
because
not be
when
able to.
you have acupuncture,
Under the
it's going
truth,
in your
we're
muscle.
based.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it goes in your muscles, and I said in my video they have like a muscle system.
Exactly.
Literally.
Yeah.
You should have waited for
say
this,
that
TD.
I'm based.
Okay, Ballora, 6'2". Dude, I'm just
Same.
like the same height as Ballora. I'm just like an inch shorter. Damn it.
For real, guys.
Mommy.
Weight 347 pounds. So there's audio activation sensor, detour and reader and misdirect, remote activation, C circus baby, direct 87. Circus Baby
Does this say
balance
87
stability.
or 07?
It's and then
Wait, what the fuck?
and then collision sensor. The one that's most interesting is the deter and misdirect remote activation.
Deter
See
and
Circus Baby
misdirect remote
DIR
activation.
87.
Direct
I
87.
would assume it means directory. But I do wonder,
So
because we don't get to see Circus Baby Directory 87 or 07 or whatever the hell it's supposed to be.
it's 87.
Deter and misdirect remote activation. Misdirect. And that's inside of her chest, her neck, her shoulders.
Oh yeah, that's like yeah, that's where it's like in her like shoulder area.
Hmm.
What are that's about? C for stability and D for collision center.
I think Ballora is just supposed to be a scout, basically. Keep the course clear for baby.
Remote activation.
That is interesting. So
Yeah, I think the needles are literally supposed to paralyze Circus Baby so she can't move while she's scooping kids.
yeah, it's interesting. Okay, we have Funtime Foxy. So Funtime Foxy, 5'9", 290 pounds. There's light activation sensor, parental voice sync and replay, variable scent releases, and remote floor anchor. See Circus Baby Direct 87 again.
Remote floor anchor.
So the two
What the
interesting
fuck is that
ones
supposed to
here
be?
are parental voice sync and replay and the remote floor anchor.
What the fuck does floor anchor mean? What the fuck?
I mean, it's anchoring to the floor, but like, what for?
Yeah, but why? Yeah.
Because she's on a track.
This also has something to do with Circus Baby Directory.
Yeah, so, okay. You know, let's just see, does Funtime Freddy have something with that? No, Funtime Freddy doesn't have a Circus Baby directory.
So those two features are supposed to work in conjunction with
Variable
Circus
scent
Baby.
release is in the fucking tail?
Yeah,
I figured it'd be on the chest.
maybe skunk action.
He
But I
farts.
assume light activation center and sensor is why a Funtime
so
Foxy is
it's a
able to...
speaker on its chest then. It's a speaker on its chest for parental voice sync mimic. Yeah.
The mimic.
Obviously, the scent release is like the shit they do at Disney World, so it'll make some kid smell like birthday cake, and they'll be like, "I smell birthday cake over here," and the kid will run over, and then ah. Ballora and Ballora and Funtime Foxy don't have means of kidnapping on their own, so I wonder if they're supposed to send kids to baby. I wonder if their job is
what
to
it
make
seems
kids to go to baby.
Yeah,
Like
so
misdirect.
like, yeah,
Or they are the ones who take care of the adults.
yeah, it's like to
That is
take care
also
of the
true.
adults
Deter and
or...
misdirect.
Yeah, so I think Ballora's whole job is to like distract the parents and take them away.
Yeah,
when
make them look
Funtime
at her big old
Foxy-
titties.
Yeah,
Agree.
and then Funtime Foxy's meant to like bring the kids to Circus Baby, and then I guess Funtime Freddy's just like a failsafe. Like if Circus Baby fails, he can just be like and just get the kid. Okay, so speaking of Funtime Freddy,
He only kidnaps emo girls.
Funtime Freddy is 6 feet tall, 350 pounds. He has a proximity sensor and grouping coordination, parental tracking and 360 pivot, voice mimic and luring, and storage tank.
Storage tank.
So the ones that are interesting are the grouping coordination, the parental tracking, the voice mimic and luring, and storage tank.
That's all of them, Lamau.
Except for like the proximity set. Well, yeah, I mean the whole thing of him is interesting here. So let me write down.
Well, he never
everything
does
with him.
mimic anyone, does he? We know in the game. In the game, we never hear Funtime Freddy.
Yeah, but
So
apparently
by
he can.
parental tracking, are they referring to Bonnie being a parental character, like taking care of Funtime Freddy, or as in it is watching the parents, tracking the parents?
I'd say the latter.
Parental
got an
tracking
idea.
and 360 pivot.
I just got an idea. voice mimic, and lure. I think the reason so that's probably it going into Ennard is why Ennard can mimic Elizabeth at the end. That's part of Funtime Freddy's gooiness that got transferred into Ennard.
Yes.
And so we could use that feature because that part was brought along. Is there anything from the others that's brought along into Ennard, do we think?
So, I feel like with the fact of Ennard seemingly being able to just go on walls, possibly, or something, maybe with Ballora, but like, that's what the spider
That could be the
stuff.
floor anchor. That could be floor anchoring.
Yeah, that could be floor anchoring, yeah.
Yeah, but the
It can
floor
just attach itself like magnetically
the,
to
the
walls.
floor anchor is because she's on a track.
Yeah, but for in the rent, when it's being rented out, it's not on a track, is it?
Okay, fair.
Yeah, because Funtime Foxy's not on a track, so like,
Yeah.
in that case, dude, that's creepy. Imagine if you just look up and you just see Funtime Foxy on the
Funtime
ceiling.
Foxy on the fucking oh, that's funny because Mangle is on the ceiling and it looks similar.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yep.
So yeah, okay, well, that's it. Floor anchoring is what Funtime Foxy and Ennard can use to get on the walls and the ceiling. Basically, it's magnetic anchoring. He's magnetically attached to walls. I'm assuming that's what it means.
I think we should put a section what transfers into Ennard here.
Yeah.
What transfers?
So the floor anchoring for sure.
Into Ennard.
The voice mimic.
Yeah. So Funtime.
Yep.
Here we'll do Funtime Foxy. What transfers is the floor anchor. Funtime Freddy is the voice mimic. What? Let's take a look back at Ballora and Circus Baby. So there's audio activation sensor, deter and misdirect, remote activating, balance stability maybe, collision sensor maybe.
Collision? I don't know.
I feel like maybe the balance is stability.
Yeah.
By the way,
Because
Chad,
the
that wasn't
art
me
just
saying that Funtime Foxy is Mangle, but having both those animatronics that look similar, being able to attach to the walls and the ceiling makes sense.
the balance thing would make sense because Ennard is just wires.
Yeah, so
That's true.
balance / stability.
Audio activation, deter and misdirect.
Ennard doesn't really deter and misdirect you. Well, he does
No,
misdirect.
no.
Well, no, he does in a way misdirect you.
Yeah.
Audio activation sensor. Time to use ChatGPT. ChatGPT, what are Ennard's abilities in FNAF?
You know, emergency stop might
It's
be
gonna
in
say some
Ennard as well
completely
from
wrong
Circus
shit.
Baby, because that could be in Ennard, the emergency stop.
The what?
The emergency stop, because when Circus Baby's like, yeah, don't attack. Ballora, the emergency stop.
It can fit into anything.
The mimic?
No, like its wires can fit into like
Yeah.
a bunch of different shapes. Is that
Yeah.
a trait of any of them? No.
No.
Mimic.
Yeah.
So Circus Baby, I'll say it again, air hose attachment, internal ice cream dispenser, song data bank, emergency stop, Ballora, audio activation sensor, deter and misdirect remote activation, see Circus Baby, directive 87, balance and stability, and collision sensor. Funtime Foxy is light activation sensor, parental voice sync and replay, variable scent release, remote floor anchor, see Circus Baby, directive 87. Funtime Freddy is proximity sensor, grouping coordination, parental tracking 360 pivot, voice mimic and luring, and storage tank.
I don't know if I'd say emergency stop because the pins aren't in it.
Yeah.
What do you think Funtime Chica's purpose
She's
was?
not even there.
You know what? Dude, did I write down luring? He does, because he does try to lure you in that boss fight
Yeah.
with Elizabeth's voice. So he does try to lure you. It's weird that doesn't seem anything from Circus Baby, like, in terms of blueprint, goes into Ennard.
Yeah, I'd say we're never showing it playing music either. I don't think.
Yeah. So Circus Baby, there's just nothing. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I want you to destroy this body. There you go. She doesn't want anything from Baby to go into it.
Yeah. And she just wants Elizabeth to go into Ennard.
Does Circus Baby actually SD? I'm taking myself out. GG's. I hope the other animatronics enjoy freedom.
Right. So yeah, honestly, I think in terms of the
she
blueprints,
might not want anything from Baby to go into.
Yeah.
You know what? More evidence of that. Go back to the Circus Baby blueprint for me.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to wait 30 seconds. So actually, I'll go back to it on my screen so I can see. Let me take a look at this. Give me a sec. Wait for it to load.
Was Ennard an intentional design? We never get a blueprint or any form of like Ennard being intentional besides the map.
Guys, don't we know that Ennard was just proto Jackie?
Like, dude, I thought how similar Ennard and Jackie really are, like the Mimic really are.
Okay, hold on here. Let me see.
They're
I got
fairly
the Circus
similar.
Baby thing opened. I now have the Circus Baby blueprint opened. Let me see.
And also coils.
Like to call that the
Okay.
Circus Refresh.
Hey.
Because the Ennard mask
Internal
might
ice cream
be coil.
dispenser. See
Oh, yeah.
song databank.
Sometime Freddy, you can see a kid in the blueprint. You can
That's
see a
interesting.
kid in the storage tank in the blueprint.
Song databank. Weird. Hold on. Circus Baby. Oh, now I'm gonna get a look at her real fast.
Yeah, the blue screen is
Okay,
just
that's
while you're doing
weird.
that, the blue
Okay.
screen is just a series of random numbers, right?
Yes, yes.
Menu
It has your PC time, but apart from that.
yeah, so
Okay, so here's what I was saying when I was getting into that. So the the internal ice cream, right?
yeah.
Internal ice cream dispenser. That's that like fan cooling system and whatever is inside of that area of its stomach, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The pins are on the outside of the body. The song data bank looks like it's pointing at its eyeball. Its left eyeball is the song data bank.
Mm-hmm.
And the air hose is on its finger. So all of Circus Baby's features are on its like outer shell, which adds to that. I want you to destroy this body. So the actual wiring of Circus Baby, like the wires, do not have any of those like special abilities.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. The mini arena popcorn. Now this, I do want to kind of break my own rules here and say, room for one more.
Well, the mini arenas also show in the living room.
Yeah, like the mini arenas are appearing outside of the bunker.
I think that's just to show you that it's in very, very close proximity to Michael's house.
Yes, probably. That and Billy Bob.
Yeah.
Right. He can even show in the elevator. The Billy Bob.
Yeah.
I do remember. I can't remember who came up with the concept, but I do remember someone asked.
82 viewers, nice.
Do you think that maybe Michael just lives in one of the experiment chambers?
I could see it.
That would be
Maybe.
truly unfortunate.
But because I mean the lamp in the living room.
Yeah, it is the same lamp as FNAF 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
As Crash Out Master, so beautifully cited.
Also funny. Funny.
I'm the one that got the at in the title, you guys.
One of the picture in the living room is actually Scott.
Yeah, that's true. It's the same one that he uses for Steve Snodgrass.
Yeah, well wanted.
Yes.
Does that mean Mike canonically just lives in Steve Snodgrass's house?
Well, he said those details important in that one with the
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lame.
So, Biddy Bab and Baby's room, there's nothing really important there either.
Yeah.
With shitty babs.
Maybe the private room isn't only an observation for the FNAF 4 chambers. Maybe it's just the security room within Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rentals,
That's
and
the
that's where the
other
cameras are watching it.
Deidre just made 14 viewers run away. That's what someone just said. Okay, the 1578, that's just like in the background always, right?
Yes, yeah, pretty much. And one thing to note, that the sound files are different. That's not just the 1578 from.
Hey, Crash
Baby.
been a member for 3 months. Goated.
It's a different audio file entirely. It's not like slowed down.
Yeah, so.
People think that's when Elizabeth was born.
I've thought that what was it? It's hold on, I messaged Withered this and he was so hype about it.
It's in FNAF AR too, so that's gotta be important.
It's pronounced the Gooning Circle.
Yeah,
It's
January
specifically-
7th, 1985.
Yeah.
That is the current belief.
Yeah, is what that's saying. Like if you put
January
because you
6th,
have
so that'd be when
85.
Elizabeth dies.
Yeah,
Yep.
January 7th,
That's
1985.
when Elizabeth, yeah, that's when Elizabeth dies.
Which means she dies shortly
And then
before
that would
the
add up.
show.
That would add up with local pizzeria said to close by year's end for the MCI being after, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is at the beginning of the year. Circus Baby dies at the beginning of 85, and then the MCI happens later, and Freddy's closes by the end of 85, which would put it after this.
Well, yes, but in that same newspaper it says that something happened years before. So
Yeah, well, Lamau, funny Scott Cawthon not did
the retcon. The
retcon was actually the
retcon.
20 years. I'm the Gooning Circle.
The retcon is everything, actually.
No, I was thinking about that. I was thinking, what if... Hear me out. What if FNAF 1 just takes place in 2013? Takes place 30 years after the death of the crying child, making it all secular, where 30 years after the death of the crying child, Mike returns, deals with all of his stuff. 30 years after the MCI, FNAF 3. 30 years after Charlie's death, FNAF 6. It all works.
All right, so you know what?
Oh,
Let's
the
do a
purple
brief
guy's
summary.
son.
What is FNAF Sister Location about? If we were to describe Sister Location to someone who's never played it, what's the summary that we would give to someone?
I would say they have to watch T-Dread's video, and then they will know.
Summary
Well,
seems to
I know what
be-
I think it is, but none of you are going to agree with me, so I'll let you guys go first.
About Remnant.
I
Summary
would
seems to
say
be January 1985 Circus Babies.
I would
Pizza
say
World
it's a game about a brother Michael going into a bunker to put his sister Elizabeth back together, but them mistaking him for being William and thus being scooped as a result and dying.
Well, yeah, that's like the most surface level. Yeah, that's just,
Well,
they
yeah,
just tell you that
that's
outright.
the point. I mean, we can't
That's
use
just sad.
theories for this.
Oh, okay, then never mind. Then yeah, I agree. That's literally what the game tells you happens.
Yeah, so
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Hello, Lois. My name is Peter Griffin, and I am Ballora.
The only thing that always fucks with me when it comes to this kind of stuff is why did it take Mike so long to go to Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rentals?
Because Afton's in trouble right now, I'm telling you. Afton gets, he's like, I'm going to go, and if I get spring locked, I need you to go down there. Oh no, I'm spring locked, Michael.
Unless-
he probably had some some fucking timer on his phone where like, if I don't hit this button in like 20 days, that's how you know I'm spring locked and you need to go do it for me.
all right, we finally got everything. So you know what? Let's have some goofy theory stuff happen. Because
The
we've
entire
written notes
purpose of
now.
Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rental is actually a giant underground lab meant to test soul reconstruction, and this is visible through the fundamental animatronics being designed to have human features, as well as the scooper literally being used to divide a soul and shatter into multiple objects, which we later see happen with the crying child whose shatter pieces are assembled restores memory, which is what we do with Elizabeth in a controlled experimental environment. We can test things as an experimental, and we can fix it if it goes bad. Thank you.
What?
It's all re-instruction in the mouth. It's literally we are trying to recreate the bite victim's death and possession by having giant fear rooms, animatronics more likely to feel human sensations, so we can experiment with their mind easier. The broken shattered soul of Elizabeth is sharing a suit with another consciousness, which is Circus Baby. We have the scooper, which takes a soul and divides it into several pieces and then shatters it between things, so its memories are scattered in certain parts of its memories or in certain places. I'm correct and you are all wrong. Thanks.
Got it.
All right.
I think ultimately, Sister Location's one of the easiest stories to comprehend inside this entire series.
FNAF 1?
FNAF 1 is probably the easiest story.
Yeah, right.
It's just ooh look ghosts.
Sister
Oh,
Location's
Lord.
just close up there, a good second or third, and the
Midway.
easiest to understand.
Honestly, the emergency stop was really cool to kind of figure out what that was.
Yeah.
It's acupuncture. Which means Matt Pat's wrong. It's not the pins that make Circus Baby into the adult version of Charlie Emily.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not as based as the goat dreads. So, I'm Walmart Matt Pat. He can't compete with me.
I'm Walmart Matt Pat.
I'm Matt Pat from Target.
Which, to be fair, was the complaint of Sister Location ever that the story was a problem, or wasn't the complaint of Sister Location the fact that it was just a walking simulator?
It was, oh yeah, I made that 20-hour video about how it sucked balls.
Yeah,
That
it was
its
just a walking
gameplay was
simulator.
bad.
Well, another one is that it's too sci-fi, but you know.
No, watching like
Which is
Markiplier play
which
that
is
as a
funny
kid,
now,
I
with,
don't
like, the
care.
glam rocks and all. It has become much more AI.
You know what, Chad?
Who up secreting the
What
mimic
the
right now?
actual fuck's going on in chat, dude? Is it still generally accepted the Aurora, Colorado shootings inspired the FNAF franchise?
Oh, is that the first game
No.
theory? That's the first game theory, I think.
Oh, guys, come on.
I think he was kind of mid, and that theory was not that great.
He was
See,
kind
back
of
in
on
back in
something.
Matt Pat's day, he didn't make theories to solve FNAF. He made theories because he just liked making theories.
Listen, for a 27-year-old Matt Pat to compare that to a shooting was kind of tactless. For like a 38-year-old Christian Scott to base his game on a mass shooting, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either there, Chief. That's a little not happening.
Didn't he like flat out say that he like told this story to like his parents and stuff like that? I feel like that would have come up in conversation. Yeah, my game's based off of a real life shooting, Mom. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, because his mom actually wanted Phone Guy to not exist, which is insane.
I still love that part where his mom was just like, "Can you just take out the ghosts? Do we really need the dead kids?"
Someone said Michael was in college. I know William was not paying for all that.
No, here's the thing. That would imply that Michael's been in college for like 10 fucking years.
He's got a master's degree.
The only interpretation that I can think of right now to explain the time gaps we have is that both Michael and William settled down to have families.
But yes,
That after FNAF 1, William went and had Vanessa and raised her, and then Michael went and had his own son.
That's insanity.
And that's
And
what
that's
they were
Gregory.
doing during that time.
5 nights at busting. 5 nights of busting.
5 nights at procreation.
Oh, this was honestly one of the most fun note streams I've had.
I love the comments. FNAF 1 2015 under You're the Band. 20 years line works with 2014. What have I done? FNAF 1 2014.
Oh, Lord.
Mike X Sylvia.
I am practice sangria.
Mike Jr. confirmed. Mike Jr. is Gregory. Gregory inside of all of his
Remember,
interpretations.
Gregory is a robot.
Exactly.
Ooh.
He's a brat that likes pulling pranks on people, which sounds an awful lot
Gregory.
like Michael.
Gregory is a robot because Michael is a robot.
And it also makes sense because that means that Michael's son is best friends with Bonnie Bully's daughter, which works on so many levels.
You know, I will say this. I still think that Michael is in some way influencing Helpy. Fight me on that.
Mike Helpy.
It's actually a peak theory. It sounds so dumb, but it's actually peak.
Excuse me.
True. Kind of.
All right, gang. Any closing comments?
Play the Desolate Hope because I said so.
There's so many Scott games I need to play, and I'm gonna scream.
So many Scott games.
You should stream one, and I should be there because that would be.
It would be peak.
Narrow, your chat might be cooked.
What happened?
It's little.
Greg Bot, Gregory is Chica Bully son. Mike is a Fazgoo clone.
Oh lord.
All right, well, Raven, I got a wedding to get ready for, so
You know what? That's fair.
Bye,
All right.
winning.
Bye, chat. I miss you.
Bye.
TD's leaving, and thus all my viewers are gonna end up leaving because I'm not interesting.
No, it's okay. I'm still here in spirit, chat. Don't worry. Change the world. My final message. Goodbye.
Bye, TD. Love you. Okay.
Bye.
Oh lord.
The Gooner is gone.
I still can't believe they said that on such short notice. He just casually a few days ago was like, guys,
I
have a wedding they want.
Yeah, we were like, yeah, we're gonna do this at like 5 p.m. You know, because that people will be off of school and work, you know, and all that fun stuff. He's like, oh guys, sorry for the late notice, but like literally today, I apparently have a wedding to go to.
Whose DMs are you talking about, Crash? Certainly not me. We're leaving 14s for T-Dreads?
Really? I'm the 14 theory creator. Leave 14s for me, man.
Time for Skibbity victim.
Dude.
This is the result of having TD on the stream.
Dude, I love TD's chat so much.
They're like mini versions of him.
Literally, it's literally just a bunch of mini versions of TD.
Yes.
T-babies.
T-baby.
You know what? If you're a member, spam the 14 emoji, and if you're not, just spam 14 and like for algorithm.
Yes. Yes.
And if you don't, 1v1 me on Marvel Rivals. I will be playing Wolverine.
In the original 7 games, I think FNAF 1 is definitely the most easy to understand lore-wise.
Yes.
Yes.
I think Sister Location might go second, FNAF 3 third. Only because there are still some things that people still get confused about for FNAF 3.
I love Shart Victim. Zach, are you alright?
What the
Zach,
What the hell?
would you like explain in chat what Shart Victim is, please?
He started all over the place.
Alright, Zach,
They're spamming 14.
they're spamming 14.
Oh no.
What? I need to know what Shart Victim is, Zach. I know this is just a joke thing, but I need you to like figure it out on the fly right now.
Say it. Say it.
I will read it word for word. Number 14, Freddy Fazbear's foot lettuce. I'm being told to check
At
something.
some point.
Yo! Oh my god, I can't say what just happened, but oh my god.
What?
You all will know at the start of the new year. That's all I can say. Green. Remember the green.
What? Green Afton?
Green.
Afton?
Green.
Green
Green. 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 The green goat. Green. Green. Green.
A Green Goblin?
Look, Shizu, you should know you're in that server. You're in that special server. So are you, Phil.
Oh.
Of which I've been planning for an event a year out.
Green.
Green.
I get you.
Yeah.
Bro.
Currently, the code name for it's green. All right, Shard Victim is a theory that after the events of FNAF 4 minigames, the Cryochild did a massive shard. The agony of his shard possessed the Golden Freddy suit, which is why Golden Freddy's jump scare is like that. You know what? I believe it.
This is kind of...
It'll be pretty peak.
Yes, pretty peak. Okay, I will. You know what? I haven't given a hint on what it is. I'll give a hint on what I've been planning out. It's a very similar to event what I recently did, and we currently have like 24 more people on board for it, and a lot of cool things coming. And a lot of the streams I've been doing have been very important to this event. So
I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
I don't know exactly if that's an appropriate thing to ask you on stream, so I think I'll save that for later.
You know what? DM me it. DM me it if it is. I'll answer it.
Trust me, bro.
I
Wait
got
for
you.
the
I
DM,
got
Shizu.
you. I still need to get on to the Minecraft server because the season just dropped. I expected them to wait till June.
Unwithered Truth spawned the entire population of Ireland to take over FNAF lore. Dude, I love Unwithered. He's so nice.
Yeah.
He's just a dude.
And then with your dude.
And then there's T-Dreads. The absolute
That's
menace to
unbelievable.
society, known as T-Dreads.
The biggest...
You know what?
Nah.
We need to figure out just a really dumb theory that has like that we could actually use evidence for, that like we could actually make people believe, but it's just really stupid. Like Mike Victim.
I will tell you a story.
Give me this background music. I can. It's I think it's Freddy in Space 2. Just search up Freddy in Space 2 OST 97. It's the one that's like a bunch of numbers.
Yeah. I still don't know what this means.
I should invite every viewer. You know what? Yeah, actually, as a matter of fact, everyone, if someone type in ! Discord, join the One More Night community server, you'll get updates for some really cool things coming soon with it.
Yeah.
With some really cool things. We haven't announced too much because a lot of it is being worked on currently. Though, I have been teasing it a lot through my content through the server and stuff like that, so yeah.
Those were just concerns that I was thinking about
I
last...
will answer that after stream.
Okay. Those are just things that I've been thinking about a lot lately, because I have been planning a lot what my final thing for that will end up being. But it has left me considering how things are going to go down after that.
Mike Victim was unironically better than Mike, bro. Zach, shush.
Let's just
chat ban him.
Let's just moderators, can we get him?
Yep, Nightbot, do something.
Nightbot, kill that guy.
Nightbot, please. Don't just sit there.
Nightbot, instead of killing Rytos this time, can you kill Zach?
Send in Sea Bear.
Hey, FNAFers, that's that guy that beautifully rated TD. No, Loaf. Rated Loaf. Pretty peak guy over there.
Oh, dude, you know what? Should I reveal something about the charity event this stream, or should I keep it low in my pockets?
Ooh. Good question.
Loaf is always watching.
The loaf. The
You know
loaf
what,
is
wait.
here.
I have an idea. I have an idea. I just have to find it.
You have an idea.
Izu, since I am hosting the stream, you have to do something for me.
Okay. What you want?
I'll send it to you in just a second.
Yes, sir.
Four,
I want you to blur the hell out of this for me, please, and send it to me.
I can do that for you.
I'm not. Or actually, you know what? I'll just put up the image and y'all can guess what it stands for.
Ah,
You know what? I'm okay with this. Okay. So, yeah, we're doing another charity event. However, I'm not going to tell you what it's for quite yet because we're in very early development.
Yep.
Raven victim. Oh, Lord. All right, chat. Here is the next logo for the next charity event. You can try to figure out what it is. However, I will not be telling you a damn thing. So, yeah, Etro made it. Yet again, just like the previous one. That's kind of the theme we're going with. And yeah, I'm really excited for it. We have a lot of cool things planned that I cannot mention. Otherwise, people might get angry at me. So, but we have a lot of stuff planned. New guests, repeat guests. Some game devs, some new ones, some old ones. We got a lot of cool stuff happening with it, so be excited for it. Be excited for this.
God, victim.
I would expect the official announcement to be at the end of the year, I would say, is when we're planning on starting to release things. Is it hard to keep track of all the FNAF theories? Yes.
Yeah.
I have legitimately had like my own friends and even lost friends in this community over that. Because I'll forget about their theory because there's so many and they'll actually get angry at me over it.
One more night miking hiking. Okay. Yes, we're all going on a hike that day. That's what that stream is going to be.
Yeah, as you can see on the over there, if I look up over there, you can see on my 14.3 pinboard, I have the Omnac logo. So,
which was one more night against cancer. So,
which we raised $6,288.91. However, Tiltify stole $500 to transfer the money to where it was supposed to go. So it was more like 5 point something.
R.I.P.
Because Tiltify takes a 5% cut.
What if every theory is right at the same time? If you've seen all the theories that exist in this space, that would be so many paradoxes.
Oh, that would be horrible.
No physical way that could work.
That would be horrible.
Are you telling me that Michael is both the Foxy Bro and Mike and William Afton and so many other characters? FNAF Theory community hike would rapidly turn into Yellow Jackets.
Oh Lord!
One more night must happen.
One more night must
happen. These are pretty
happen.
good guesses.
Yeah, these are good guesses. You know, maybe I'll make a post asking people to put their guesses. Maybe we can start doing things. Oh, you know what? I am gonna say this. I'm going to start doing community polls on the One More Night Twitter, on the One More. You can't do it on the Blue Sky, sadly. In the Discord server and on my community page. Even though they seem pointless, please answer them. Because if you do not, it's going to actually impact the event, unironically.
If you do not, you're a poopy head.
Yeah, if you do not, you are a big poopy head. So when are we getting Scott Cawthon in my chat?
Whoa.
Dude, I'm right here.
Fair enough.
You got Scott Cawthon right here.
We're getting some good guesses for what it is as well. I will
Some
say,
really
you know what,
good
this is
guesses.
something I can say. I'm going to say it. I did reach out to a certain voice actor. Sadly, they cannot join this event. However, they might join the next year's event.
Ooh.
And they are a voice actor in Sister Location.
Big,
And yes, you should
small?
like the stream. If you don't like the stream, you're lame.
That's so peak.
And you don't like 14 Theory. If you
no.
don't like the stream, you don't like 14 Theory. If you don't subscribe right now, you don't like 14 Theory.
The goat is here.
He heard us asking about Michael
heard us.
Afton's Michael Afton's voice. It's like,
idea.
Michael Afton? I need to find out what they're talking about.
Spider Sense was here. But yeah, I DM'd him.
Dude, I
Guys,
still
it
can't
actually
believe
means
we got Scott to
one
say
more
15.
night, 14 theory.
Dude, as messed up it would be one more night 14 would kind of be funny.
14 more nights against Scott Coffin.
One more night against Scott. Yeah, we were overanalyzing voice lines. We were doing everything, basically, going through the blueprints, Easter eggs, voice lines, teasers, trailers, stuff like that. We did finish. We're just kind of goofing about now.
Because we solved Sister Location.
Yeah, we
There's nothing
totally
else left
solved
to
it.
solve.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, we're totally right on everything that we've ever said in this stream possible. And yeah.
True.
I did notice some things. She says "be still," which I think is a direct reference to something that happens in, FNAF 6. Be
Also,
still.
dude, I can't believe Bonk Bon is here though. Like, that's peak. I know I
He's
don't
literally
sound
Minecraft.
super excited, but it's because I have a headache and I don't want to be loud. Oh,
I can't
Lord.
believe Edwin is the middle name of William Afton.
Of Henry, you mean?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
do you know what Chuck E. Cheese's real name is?
Charles Entertainment.
Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Yeah, it's Charles Entertainment Cheese, and it still bothers me to this day.
The legal
Chuck E.
name.
Cheese.
Is that Elizabeth Speaker is the truth? No, it's not.
No. You fail.
Okay, you know what? Since I have a VTuber model now, you know what I could do? I could zoom in really close to you all and say into my microphone, ASMR style, that you're wrong.
Do it.
Too lazy. Also, you have a good one, Zach. Oh yeah. I may as well also say Friday I'm doing a stream with a lot of other creators, like a bunch of other creators. Let me actually look at the list that it is currently.
You're doing your Among Us 3D stream.
Well, technically it's not mine, it's Loaf. So I'm just streaming it along with them. So yeah, it's gonna be with Exploding Loaf. It is going to be with Crynite, Lotodots, Floop Loops, Mr. Deskpan, Mamakato, Withered Circle, Glamour Dusky, Rytoast, and maybe one more person. I don't know. We're gonna have to find that one out on our own. But yeah.
Not me, unfortunately.
Close your left door. I don't have a left door. Well, technically I do have a door to my left, but like it's behind me to the left.
Hmm.
Oh shit, the server's 1.21.5? We upgraded.
Oh yeah, I do need to get on that server eventually.
I was very confused when I checked my phone and it said FNAF Tubers Minecraft server, and I was like, did I miss it? I thought we were waiting. No, they decided to release it soon,
yeah, you know
so
what?
I guess we could play on that.
I'm gonna do another fun thing. I may as well. I don't know if this is the up-to-date version of it, but I'm gonna do it anyways. If it's not the up-to-date version, I'm sorry for anyone that is going to be on these things that I'm just straight up leaking right now, but I don't care because it's my stuff. Raven schedule. Wait a minute. Yeah, this one. Okay. Next week, this is what I have in store for us. I have a lot of stuff in store. Yeah, so some of these things might get changed, specifically Fridays and Sundays might get changed, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming on. We have Right Eye Theory, Flashby on Withered's channel. The Pieces and Note stream should be happening that week, but it might get changed to Saturday. Sunday might get canceled. I don't know. We'll have to see. So yeah, that's what's happening next week. So
I keep forgetting Secret of the Mimics releasing soon.
I know, right? Oh, I'm so excited. Also, my head's
gonna
really
be a
starting to
very
hurt, so I might get off pretty quick here. So I think I might end up end the stream here. So yeah, thank you Shizu, Phil, and T-Dreads for being here. Absolute honor and so much fun. Yeah, so we're gonna be live again. I believe it's Friday. I don't think I'm doing anything. So yeah, I'm not doing anything Sunday because I'm gonna be hanging out with my girlfriend because she's graduating college. Yay! And then yeah, Monday a new theory's coming out on my channel. And then yeah, so yeah, as always, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please do hit that like and subscribe button, as we have a goal of 4,000 subs by the end of the month. While you're at it, I mean, after the stream, comment down below really anything, the whole wide world, or just comment anything right now. Share this with your friends and families. Every single bit helps. And yeah, join the One More Night community server. You know what? I'm gonna grab the link and spam it before I end the stream because I want you all to join it because it's important. It's a really cool charity event.
Yeah.
And you all should join the community server because you guys get to make things happen and maybe even participate.
This is true.
Okay. All right. Join the charity event. Join the charity event. Join the charity event. Join the charity. Join it. Join it. Server. Join it. Join it. Join it. Join it. Join it. Join it. All right. Goodbye.